Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck is fucking? How did you two fucking fuck? Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's squirrels. Come on. We'll bless them all until the Yetmashnikin. Join me. Why did somebody tell me my ass was so big?
No, you fool, we're following orders.
What about you guys? We ain't found shit. Hey, where are the white women at?
It's fixing my coochie lips.
Go fuck yourself.
I did not have a missing monkey on my bingo card this morning.
That monkey's gonna come kill us, man.
Coach, I've got AIDS.
You're not a fucking legend.
Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hey, how you doing? We're here. We're gonna do a show for you for 3.5 hours. Hopefully 3.5 hours. We have a full goal. It's been a while since we've had one of those, so we'll see how that goes. But good to see you. Already, everybody jumping in the chat on Rumble and YouTube and Twitch. Good to see that. Let's go over here. Remember, if you enjoy our show today, go ahead and give that thumbs up. Help grow the show with the old algorithms and such. Always appreciate that. That's very, very helpful. We've got a lot to talk about today, including stories we got through the cracks yesterday because we didn't have enough time. Namely, a Michigan professor. And I don't know why my voice, literally, it's not this. It's me. I don't know why my voice is deeper today. Did my balls finally drop? Took them long enough. I mean, I thought I procrastinated. Jesus. Weird. Anyways, so as I was saying, we have stories to catch up on that we didn't get to yesterday. You need to help Aaron set up a mod on Rumble. Oh, setting up a mod on Rumble is a little tricky, but yeah, it can be done. But yeah, I suppose I could. I'll be there Monday. I'll work on it then. He does. I don't really. We don't hang out. I don't talk to him much outside of the show. Mostly because I feel like a restraining order speaks pretty clearly. A voice deeper than Tom Jones and twice as smooth, says Owl B. Joshing. Well, it is, like I said, it is weird. It's deep today, and I don't know why. I would say it's because of the smoking, but I've done less of that. I got plenty of sleep. We'll see if the random voice crack happens today. That's really the mark of whether or not this is still a thing. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, I can't control it. I wouldn't hang out with Aaron either. It's just he's so humpy, And And not even like just towards his wife, which I'd understand. You know, she's a lovely looking gal. I get being humpy towards that. It's just you're in his presence and he's like a dog. Like humping is his natural motion. And eventually I'm just like, dude, get off my leg. All right. Yeah, I know they don't have a lot of feeling, but that's still not cool, man. They're just no. So then, yeah, that's why I leave. That's why I leave. That's why we broadcast from home. Although not anymore. I'm probably going to be coming in more just because it'll be easier that way. And I miss doing it. It was fun to come in last week. We'll see how old M. Holt takes it. Oh, we have those loaded. I don't need to load stories. Why do I keep stuttering thing? I got to stall while I load my stories. No, I don't. They're already there. Dick. All right, so we have, like I said, a show planned, prepped, and ready to go to take us all the way to 5:30. We do just unfortunately have that whole $50 goal thing. So we'll see how that goes. And, yeah, I mean, ultimately we'll see how that goes. So, and if we have to end early, I don't know. You know, I'm not feeling the greatest. Wouldn't mind. I've got some, I call it R&D. It's relax and daughter time. Because I relax and I hang out with my daughter. It's one of those stupid things I do. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna definitely do that today. That'll definitely help. But yeah, we got a show to do. So let's go over there. I suppose we're still waiting for people to filter in. It's a slow start to the day, but all right. And it's the middle of the week, you know. Tuesday is our big day because everyone loves using, although we did not have a lot of the taco sound drop yesterday. So, you know, I guess, you know, small miracles. And, all right, live chat's up. We're good there. It's weird when all of the stories are loaded because now I don't have anything to do while I'm waiting for people to kind of filter. Should I start the show earlier? Would that get that filter in time out of the way? Just start 15 minutes early. Thank you. Suspect blaming. That is a cool name. Suspect blaming. All right. I guess we can just start it. Because, I mean, what are we going to do? We're just going to wait for people to show up and be like, hey, man, go over all the stories again. No. Be here on time. All right. Yeah. We'll just go into this. I didn't realize that, like, people today, in all ways, shapes, and forms. Well, Salty waving hello. Hey, well, Salty, good to see you. Good to see you. The chat thing is working better. Oh, that's right. I got to get Kick up and running. I don't have Kick yet. That'll be fun to add. Hey, Johnny, what are we covering today? Says Fallen the Great. See what I mean? If I had started already, I would have had to go back into it. Ha. I was right. Fallen the Great. We're covering a whole bunch of shit, but today, for starters, we're going to talk about a Michigan State professor and one of the most interesting reasons to be no longer a professor. It has nothing to do with touching kids. So at least there's that. Small victories, you know, small victories. And then there's an entire English prep school for sale, which is a story I find just funny overall. Proving the education system is failing everywhere, not just here. George Soros is at it in England, too. We're also going to talk about the Miss Universe competition for a little bit. That one's going to get my dander up because that article is going to be fun. We have a thing to catch up on about the British Prime Minister and a glitter bomb. That's going to be a lot of fun. And Jada Pinkett Smith just kind of cucked Will Smith because, again, the soulless harpy. I can't believe I used to think she was hot, too. Like, now it's like just from the person I've seen, not as attractive, even going back in time. But anyways, bullshit, no kids, you say. So what about the whole you needed covering? So what about the hole you said you needed covering? Well, the goal, I said goal. I said a goal needed covering, a $50 goal. You know what? Since you did that, and it's a good segue for this, how about we just link all of our stuff in the thing again? We'll do that. Well, we haven't done it at all today. Today's goal. No, not Tuesdays. I knew it. Something squiffy happened with my computer. And today's goal is, again, big 5-0. Big ups to marketing. Oh, wait, no, we got to cover all of these, you dick. It's got to be all of it. All right. And there we go. And now, boom. Bada bing. And boom. Bada bing. I know people say that you can't go home again. No, people say you can't use the links in Rumble. We do have them in the chat, or in the description, if that's a thing. So boom and boop bang. There we go. All of that shit's done. Hooray! We hit our $50 goal. We go to 5:30. All that fun stuff. And other than that, we're just gonna rock and roll at least till 5 o'clock, just for funsies. You know, just trying to kick it out, have a good time. And then, like I said, I am putting hanging out with my daughter at the fucking top of the list today, as soon as I get done here. Big ups, Johnny, when you said Going Back in Time reminds me of DSP song called Going Back in Time. St. Caesar, I have no idea. I was talking about the actual song from famously used in Back to the Future. I pay him no mind, 'cause everybody be telling me I'll be back in time. I love that. David Chandler says, goal, you say. This is usually a thing we have. Yes, we do have a goal. And you're usually super awesome at helping with that. Thank you very much. It's why you're honored with your own sound drop.
You'll all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
And actually, as I say that, I have a thing here. Never mind, we're good. Goal's done. We're just gonna have fun for today. We're going till 5:30. It's just so that's today and tomorrow. It's Wednesday. So now we're on to Friday. We won't link the pay thing too much. Maybe once later. We're now on to Friday's goal. And thank you very much, David Chandler. St. Caesar says, it's actually a banger. Well, I'm in an amazing mood. Link it. Let's laugh at DSP for a bit. It wasn't the plan, but I will always laugh at that man, because as a gamer, I find him insulting. Just from the fact that he doesn't have fun with his video gaming. Like, I get being pissed off when you game. I do it all the time. But not in front of other people. That's why I have to be incredibly comfortable around you to start losing my shit when I'm gaming. If I am not losing my shit when I'm gaming, and it's even harder for me to do now because even alone, I'm like, well, I'm an adult. It's a game. So I gotta hold off. Also, the opening to Forza at 4K 60 FPS, the game is gorgeous, says St. Caesar. Forza's always gorgeous. Here's my legit thing with Forza. I love playing the game. I love it. I love the driveline, all that shit. I love playing that game. I get sad because I can't actually drive like that anymore. I can't stick shift. I got to drive a manual. I can't move between the gas and the brake fast enough to ever do anything remotely close to competitive driving. So when I do it in the video game, it's fun, but then I'm like, oh. So I just, yeah. And I have been stupidly obsessed with Warhammer 40K Dark Tide. Or whatever it's called. I think it's Dark Tide. Yeah. That one's just a good one. It's too early for a Jerry Lewis-esque telethon reveal, says Owl B. Joshing. There's a telethon reveal? There's a telethon reveal? Holy fuck. Well, anyways, St. Caesar, if you get that link up in the chat, we'll do that DSP thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into our show. Again, we're going till 5:30 today. I didn't realize that David Chandler was listening, and I did this thing like, we've got a goal, and he's like, yeah, go fuck yourself, do a show, fucking lazy asshole. I'm not gonna let you burn time talking about no, do an actual show, fuckface. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll work. God damn it. But seriously, though, thank you for keeping this little boat afloat. We thank you so very much.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
All right, so let's get into this first story. A Michigan State professor modified his name when he applied, which I feel like that's the first warning sign that you might have a problem. Has been placed on leave after his students have discovered that he ran a meth lab in 2020. Oh, shit. Let's go to the actual, let's go. Again, it's amazing how well some people clean up, I mean, what the heck? Holy Jesus, did we have that problem happen again where it shifted the monitors? All right, fine. Left monitor properties. I'm going to guess if it's not number 4, number 1's the primary, go number 2. There we go. We got it in 1. Hey, hooray day, and we're done. So, yeah, I'm going to say when you look like this and you clean up to look, because, like, on this side, he looks like me if I stopped shaving, like with darker hair and beady dark eyes. Actually, yeah, I'm sorry. This guy looks super sus. Even with the beard. Actually, like this over here in this picture, he looks a little more like fat Jerry O'Connell. But yeah, I'm gonna say right now, I'd take one look at that guy and say, yep, that guy is up to something. Let's what is this? Nope, it's at 100. That's a weird font for a website. Michigan State University kinesiology. What the heck is kinesiology? What's kinesiology? Instructor Brendan. Yeah. The kinesiology thing. Kinesiology? What the fuck is that? All right, I'm gonna copy that for a second. Control C, and we're gonna get back to that. Instructor Brendan Doyle is on leave after students found news articles linking him to a bust of a Louisiana meth lab. In March of 2020, LaForge Parish Sheriff deputies found a meth lab under a bridge over a canal. Wow, that's really descriptive. Under a bridge over a canal, because most bridges don't cross anything. With smoke coming from a bucket. You are making meth in a bucket? That's almost impressive. I mean, most people have like a mobile home. Alrighty, according to the press release, the deputies soon connected Doyle, then a professor at Nicholas State University, to the lab and obtained arrest warrants, but discovered he had fled the state. Months later, they arrested Doyle after he had been seen packing a moving truck at his residence. He was charged with creation or operation of a clandestine laboratory for the unlawful manufacture of a controlled substance. Can we just say creation of a meth lab? I feel like it's clandestine. So he's working for the CIA? Well, he did sell to a lot of the black folks, so I think maybe... Hold on, that was the 80s. We've grown. See, Rusty Grammar. Clandestine? Yeah, apparently. Fallen the Great, Johnny has penis on the mind. I do? Fallen the Great says, thank you, David, and your massive circumcised penis. Wait a minute. Fallen the Great saying, I have penis on the mind. You've mentioned penis twice. How I have penis on the mind? Kinesology, when a charlatan lays you down, manipulates your appendages, and asks you personal questions. I mean, I hope not. Let's actually Google what it is, because that's the correct spelling, but definition. The study of the mechanics of body movements. Yeah, that's the right sound drop for that. Thank you very much. What do you mean, the study of mechanics of body movements? What exactly does a kinesologist do? Often use exercise and movement to help people recover from injuries and illness or reach their health and fitness goals. So in other words, it's a weird personal trainer. This growing field incorporates numerous specialties, including rehabilitation, sports performance, and exercise. So again, personal trainer. Congratulations, you came up with a scientific name for personal trainer. Fanatical Bucks fan saying you're not saying it right. You're right, I'm not. Let me try pronouncing it one last time. Gay. All right, I got it. I think I got it. Kinesiology. Kinesiology. Gross. Let's just say it. It's gross. Nobody should want that. Nobody. Nobody should want that. I don't want the audio version of this story, although that is mildly entertaining. Let's see. So deputies connected Doyle. Months later, arrested Doyle. What happened next is somewhat unclear. Well, I'm guessing he left the state. Local prosecutors who would have handled Doyle's case told the state news that they have no records of Doyle being tried or sentenced. So that means somebody got paid. Somebody bought their way out of trouble with their meth lab. You don't just accidentally forget to charge the guy. Like, all right, we're going to arrest you for this meth lab thing here. And now that we've got you in jail, how about we release you and just don't follow up ever? That's a thing. Kinesiology. Kinesiology. It is known kinesi. I'm going to say this again, though. Yeah. You're a physical therapist. That's all you are. You're a rehabilitation physical therapist. You just don't want to be deemed a physical therapist. You need a special title. No, I have more science and training. No, you're still like, jump on the yoga ball and stretch your glutes. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. I'm not a physical therapist. What are those on the wall? A collection of static exercise bands, also known as rubber physical therapy bands. Yeah, you're a physical therapist, asshole. How can you arrest someone without a charge? More importantly, how can you arrest someone without a charge when the charge should be running a meth lab? You then release that person and never try the case. It's really weird. I'm thinking... they have no records of Doyle being tried or sentenced. Yeah, so, I don't know that I think he might have had charges. They never tried or sentenced him. Yeah, he was charged with the creation or operation of a clandestine laboratory, let us not forget. So I guess Uncle Sam bailed him out. The local prosecutor, said that again. Captain Brennan Matherney of the LaForge Parish Sheriff's Office. LaForge. There we go. That's what it is. That's LaForge. It's a really weird way to say LaForge. All right. Said that in an email, based on our jail records, I can see that he was found guilty and served a sentence and was released. Weird. So, local prosecutor, no record of being tried or sentenced. The captain of the local parish sheriff's office he was found guilty, served a sentence, and was released. So I guess we figured out who got that money. All right. The sentence didn't appear on the criminal background check MSU conducted before hiring Doyle this fall. But Doyle's students in class quickly sleuthed out his past. What is how do we say it again just so we can have it Doyle rules. Oh, that's the DSP song. And Kinesiology. Yeah, I know. I saw it up there. I'll get it, St. Caesar. We'll get it right after the story. We'll get the DSP song after the story. And by the way, you've said it's a solid banger. It better be. I have expectations. If they are not met, I will be woefully disappointed. I'll cry. We'll all cry. There'll be a lot of crying. All right, so let's continue. Doyle's class. On the first day of class, he had a yelling outburst telling students to shut up and said he would not answer questions about MSU's D2L assignment software because he didn't know how to use it. Then on the second day, Doyle had another outburst, she said, yelling at MSU IT employee who was 5 minutes late to set up a live stream for the class. That was the last time Albie saw Doyle. He canceled the next 3 classes last minute, saying he had a stomach flu, according to emails. Those absences weren't new for Doyle. A student in one of Doyle's classes at Nicholas State told their student newspaper that in the months before his arrest, he'd often send emails saying he was sick when canceling classes or forgetting to post assignments. Looking for help with assignments Doyle had left for students in his absence, Albie joined a group chat on GroupMe with other members of the class. When she opened it, she saw dozens of messages as students found press releases and news articles about the 2020 meth lab bust. Everyone was really shocked, but everyone also already knew he was a little crazy from the first 2 classes. He had those angry outbursts, Albie said. Everyone was in shock and just disappointed with the university. It took the students some time to find the stories about Doyle because he worked at MSU under a modified name. While his name on the sheriff's records and Louisiana news stories is Brendan Doyle, his MSU profile used B. Michael Doyle. Yeah, because he was going to be Michael Doyle. Students only eventually made the connection because Doyle's iClicker profile listed his first full name. Beautiful! I'll go by B. Doyle. They'll never figure it out. I'll just list my full name on some of my social media profiles. After finding the meth lab stories, students in the chat said they would be sharing what they found with the Department of Kinesiology. Before the next class, they received an email from the department academic specialist Andrea Childress, who said class would be temporarily canceled due to a health-related issue of the instructor, according to a copy of the email. Then the students received another email, this time from the department chairman, who told students that he and the other administrators were sent the news articles about the meth lab on August 15th, weeks before class began, according to a copy of the email. They contacted the state news saying that his previous email to the students contained a typo. He sent a corrected email to students saying that he and other administrators learned about the meth lab on September 15th. Oh, weird. Weird. On September 15th. No, it was September 15th. He said classes would resume next week with a new instructor. I want to apologize for this disruption of the highly atypical start to your fall semester. Yeah, I want to apologize. We kind of hired that guy from Breaking Bad. We hired Bryan Cranston's character is what we did, and it didn't work out. Class! Oh. Alrighty. So let's check out the DSP song. Hey, can you arrest someone without a charge? How can you arrest someone? We covered that one, actually. Yeah, I read that already. We covered that. There was a charge, and the stupid part was the guy got charged, and then decided, hey, why not? We'll just go for the gold and see what happens if we can get away with this thing. They, again, hired a meth lab guy. But it's really weird that there aren't a whole lot of records anywhere about his, and he knew that because he applied at another school. His teacher's license was never revoked, and he knew all of this. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure he paid his way out. He paid his way out. And we'll whisper it. Don't tell people. All right. Anyways, there we go. We're again going till 5:30. So, in the interest of extending my content, Dark Side Phil, we're going back in time. Plus Phil's version of Time Warp. This is 2 minutes and 57 seconds. I've been promised this is good. I'm already going to say just on the opening here, I'm worried that promise was a lie. I'm worried that promise, this just seems like a GTA storyline. What, the teacher changing his name after getting caught running a meth lab? Is that GTA? Again, it would be way more Breaking Bad if he was some sort of scientist. He was, again, just a physical therapist. Like, no offense. You're not even a doctor. We're teaching people how to teach people to stretch and different ways to exercise. Again, setting up a very amazing career in the amazing field of a physical therapist, everybody. A physical therapist. And this would be something I know. I've dealt with a lot of them. Okay, that's what you are. It's not that impressive, and I get it. You want to do something fun with your life. You make me promises. Oh, shit. There's no audio. That ruins it. We're off to a horrible start already.
What the fuck? I went back in time. We're going back in time. Going back in time. Going back in time.
All right, so wait a minute. This is Phil doing all of these? He said as he dropped his lighter like a noob. Fuck me, I'll just bend down and get it. Well, why not? You know, just fucking screw all of your shit up, man. Holy Jesus. Yeah. I'm gonna have to fucking do something about that. One of you slid back somewhere. We'll fix it in post, god damn it. Actually, it was that one. So, we know what we do. We know what we did. This just seems like a... Oh, no, we already covered that. So, again, is that what he said? We're going back in time, and then they just bend down for what?
Time zombie, oh yeah. Zombie time. It's time for zombie time zombie. Oh good. Turn into a zombie. It's a lovely day to teabag a zombie. It's a lovely day to teabag a zombie. We're going back in time.
All right, I'm tapping out. I'm sorry. I'm promised it was a banger, and I feel it kind of wasn't. So, but if you need the rest of that song, it is linked in the chat there. So. People merged them together back in the day. Some good ones. There's a Transformers song, too. Again, I'm just saying that I wouldn't call that good. If I had watched that particular gameplay clip, maybe I would have, I don't know, more of a thing on that, I guess. I'm trying right now. I apologize for stuttering, stammering, and seeming like I'm out of it. I'm trying to literally erase that entire thing from my brain as we're speaking. Like, I'm scrubbing my memory of that event. I apologize for airing that video. I will be joshing. Be kind. Rewind. Hey, man. Fawn the Great saying that fucking sucks. See, I am not alone. Several people apparently feeling like, could do without it. I will be honest, I didn't give it the full play. Maybe it bailed out after that. Maybe maybe you got to eat your vegetables before you have your pudding. And most people say you have to eat your meat if you want your pudding. How can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat? I'm not listening anymore, says Rusty Graham. I turned it off, okay? I turned it off. Anyways, let's get to this story really quick here, and then we'll move forward to something else. Do we want to? Yeah, why not? So I know the economy's down, and all of us are, and you only get mugged when you go downtown. But we all we're all broke and we're all tapped out, except for maybe David Chandler. Thanks again for supporting our wonderful program.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
Now, so when it comes to England, they're apparently selling a property in the UK. They're selling a what is it called again? I'm spacing out on it. They're selling an entire prep school. An entire English prep school. I don't know who's going to buy that. That seems like, I mean, that's... Woo. Oh, saying Caesar, yes, on your suggestion, and because I'm sure you'd enjoy, you're enjoying this, but yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
There you go. Anyways, so yes, the entire prep school is up for sale, and I don't know who would buy it, but it's apparently a very large price tag. So I'm thinking it's like Elon Musk or Bezos, you know, someone ridiculously wealthy, because the prep school is apparently so expensive that they won't tell you how much it costs until you want to buy it. Apparently no window shopping allowed. I'd love to just show up and be like, yeah, I'm interested in buying the prep school. And they're like, we don't know that you can afford it. Well, you didn't say how much it costs. So, look, we wanted a substantial amount of money. Yeah, but to everybody, that's a different amount. And for all I know, it's $20, first person to offer. Oh, they said they wouldn't tell anyone how much they wanted, and then I offered them $20. Nobody else did, so they took the deal. On a related note, I have to start selling. I have a star to sell to you. I'll even let you name it. Are you talking to me or David Chandler? So yes, a recently closed UK academy is looking for applicants seeking not an education, but an enormous new property. Located in Worcester, the approximately 93-acre Abbey Hall School estate includes an array of amenities worthy of what was, until its closure at the end of the 2022-23 academic year, a leading independent preparatory school and one of the highest-ranked private educations to be gotten in the English countryside, according to press materials provided. So, all right, so let's just...
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
David Chandler subscribing to the channel for 8 months. Thank you very, very much, David. A little cowbell for the amazing support of David Chandler. Cowbell, hey-oh. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, if you can afford it, you can. That looks like Big Ben. But if you can afford it, this can all be yours. Man, David, if you want to move to England, do they grow potatoes there? Wait, they had a famine a while back. Has that ended? Did that ever end? But no, they won't tell you how much they want until you tell. Like, again, I feel like if you don't say how much you want until someone says they want to buy it, and any belief of an offer is reasonable. For all I know, $140 is all I need. Oh, God. Several giant, enormous properties on the building. You have your own personal clock tower. So now if you have a DeLorean, you can go back. You can go back in time. You'd have your own pool. Look at this shit, man. Check this out. You'd have your own pool. There we go. Let's just, again, an entire prep school up for sale. That's, why did it close exactly if it's doing so great? The property is over 150 years old, the school over a century old, and it sits on 93 acres of pristine English farmland. And, they just won't tell you how much they want. Price on application. So I want to look, if I can afford to buy that property, I buy that property and then I buy one little like square foot plot in Scotland, because then I'm a lord. And then I can be like Lord so-and-so in my castle. I'm a lord of Scotland. And this is my property. Hunchback included. Count me in, says I'll be Josh. Right? Like, I move in, and the first thing, like, hey, what are you doing to the property? I'm adding a moat. Because it doesn't have a moat. Saint Ren saying, buy it. Johnnyland. Mascot pot leaf. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I feel like if you have a property that large, you just grow weed on it. Like in this, like some under, you've got more than enough space. We'll take one of the science labs, or maybe I suppose they probably had a horticultural room or maybe even a greenhouse, and you just grow all your own herb. Just shit tons of weed. It's a high world after all. Damn straight. No, dude, I'd just buy that place and then, like, wall it off and not let anyone show up. And that's I'm just going to live there like a king by myself. And that's everyone that shows up has to bend the knee. Again, it's for sale for the incredibly low price of, well, only if you can afford it. That seems weird. I feel like that's literally a 3-person list. George Soros is going to buy it and start his own school. I'd want to make my own country. Can you do that? If you buy that 93 acres, can you make it your own country? That'd be fun. All right. The scam was hilarious. I wonder how many people think they're a lord because of that company. Hey, man. I almost bought one of those. Soros already has public education. No. He's tanking ours. He's tanking ours. He doesn't have public. He's tanking public education. I'm saying he would build his own school where he'd just teach all of his thoughts out, open out in the just right there and there. Some of your earlier classes include fleecing the dead. And then you graduate to trying to establish a one-world government by overthrowing organized society through subversion and private donation. It's awesome. Buzzard Bob has his own city, brother. It's called Buzzytown. Good for Buzzard Bob. How's he doing? I haven't heard about him in a while. I haven't heard about him in a whose age. Let's check here quick. Glad to see everybody. Thank you for being part of the show. And we're having a good time. Again, going till 5:30. 5:30. And that's the English prep school story. So let's close that out. Indeed. Well, then. Interesting. I don't know if I want to report on that one or not. Anyways, this next story we're reporting on is one that I'm just going to talk about quickly. It might go a little longer in the chat, but whatever. Miss Universe competition to include at least 2 transgender contestants after the Netherlands and Portugal crowned transgender victors. Critics see us as monsters, Miss Portugal says. I don't know that critics see you as monsters. Maybe some of them do. I don't think you're a monster. I think you're stealing a legit place from a woman, and I think it's not fair. I think you get to break the rules because transgender women get to have plastic surgery, and I'm pretty sure nobody else does. So it just seems weird. All I'm saying is if real women aren't allowed plastic surgery, in fact, I don't even want to do the rest of the story. This is the only point I wanted to make. If real women aren't allowed plastic surgery, in fact, let's Google it. Miss Universe plastic surgery. No, that's not what we're doing. Allowed. Plastics. Allowed to have plastic surgery. Are Miss Universe contestants At this time, the Miss Universe organization, governing body of the competition, has no restriction regarding plastic or cosmetic surgery. Still, it does discourage contestants from altering their own natural features. Well, then never mind. I take it back. I don't really. Then I take it back. I officially don't give a shit. If it's allowed, then fine. If the ladies can do it, then I guess so can the guys, proving once again that men do it better. Saint Aren is saying, let trans in beauty contest, but I want a penis-sized competition. Ha ha, you lost because you're tiny. I mean, it would be more interesting, right? I mean, like, and now for the dick measuring part of the Miss Universe contest. Miss Portugal has a fine cock on her. Yeah, that would be a little weird. But that was literally my only complaint, honestly, in the Miss Universe, because beauty pageants are dumb, in my opinion. If trans women want to enter it, then fine. You want people to tell you you're a beautiful woman, then alrighty then. That's going to be a very interesting swimsuit competition. Let me just say that. But yeah, if it's allowed by the women, then who cares? That's where I'm at on it. That was literally my only thing. That was my only thing on that, was that a lot of beauty contests don't allow the contestants in beauty pageants to have had cosmetic surgery. And apparently that's not the case here. So I'm full of shit and should shut up on that one. All right, then. We'll throw that one in the garbage. We'll just toss it right there in the dumpster. Mr. Q, stop current daying me, Johnny. I can't help it. It's what I do. Chevy JB saying, I missed this earlier. I believe if you're suspected of a violent crime, you can be arrested and held for a certain amount of time without a charge. Yeah, I think 24 hours is the amount of time. Although I'm taking that just from some TV experience. Buy it and make it a paintball/airsoft course. Yeah, I definitely would have fun with that kind of shit, but I don't know. Like I said, I just would really love to own the place and have it be my own private place. Like I would love being the Lord of Johnnytown. But no, what I do is I start that, and then I start hiring mutants to come to my school. That's what. Rusty Grammar, I'm still on the side of you can't have a dick and be a woman. It's gotta go. However, you can be a dude and have breast disease. Ask Eric. I think fat men have proven time and time again, men can have tits. They just gotta work harder at it. But overall, usually that's what they wear. No, but overall, yeah, I don't like beauty pageants allowing surgery. I feel that defeats the point. That's like saying, professional sports should allow doping. I mean, if you like you can't be a professional athlete and then just be like, but I took all these drugs to make me so awesome. I didn't actually work for it. I never watched beauty pageants or even Olympic gymnasts. Feels weird watching young females do crap like that. Yeah, I don't watch any of that shit either. Like I said, I ultimately don't care. My understanding, however, is a lot of other beauty pageants, Miss Universe again, apparently the one of the exceptions, it didn't allow plastic surgery, and you had to be a natural. Your beauty had to be natural. Or at least that was my understanding, which is why I thought trans people in those things weren't fair. But again, like I said, at least in the case of Miss Universe, totally wrong. Miss Universe does not ban it. It's discouraged, but not prohibited. And now it can't be prohibited. Because if it's prohibited, people mean, this is just transphobic, and they're doing this to get rid of transgender people. No, they're holding everyone accountable to a standard, and you can't meet that standard. That doesn't mean the rule was written just to get rid of you. It did accomplish that, so I can understand why you feel that way. But it's not how it works. But yeah, either way, like I said, that's not the case. So, Britain is I guess heading towards a new prime minister. I didn't know. Did not know. I thought they still had that one WEF globalist guy. Trans-Siberian Orchestra was the intermission entertainment. I'm sorry. I'm taking a moment just to enjoy a Trans-Siberian Orchestra reference. And I am amazed that it hasn't happened until now. It has not happened until now. This shit's been going on for a while in all sorts of aspects of life. I have not seen anyone throw out a Trans-Siberian Orchestra reference in just fucking brilliant. Again, I've got to give that one to I'll Be Joshing one more time. That is, that's good. That's some good stuff. All right, and then Taste Fairy saying, bonjour, Johnny. Yes, great poupon to you, too. I love mustard. All right, I do like mustard. It's a good condiment. Jimmy Hat mustard. All right, so The Guardian with this video, again, a protester is pouring a glitter over Keir Starmer during a labor conference speech. Again, this guy, I think, is angling to be the new prime minister. And
True democracy is citizen-led. Politics needs an update. We demand a people's house.
Fallen saying, hey, Johnny, first time listening, long time chatter. This show's funnier with subtitles. New boot goofing. Yeah, I know, right? It is. It is. I just want to say, could you have more fun with this? You look like you're giving him such a victory by looking like someone shit in your cereal bowl. He poured glitter on you and made a total ass of himself. Because I'm sorry, this jump up in front of someone making a speech and stealing the spotlight for yourself, it's pointless. I mean, you can get the spotlight. You can have spotlight. The internet exists. Everyone's got time. Take him out back. We'll arrest him. No Sopranos. Yeah, that guy was never seen or heard from again. Honestly, though, I feel like just he's cringy. The way I'm not saying he doesn't have a point. I'm saying when I watch him exercise his point and this whole idea of his, I don't know, maybe it's because of all of the protesters I've seen lately that I'm doing something, I'm raising awareness, and it's like, yeah, where are these people? By the way, are these people why is it people feel the need to raise awareness with people who already know the game and don't give a shit? Because I don't know the game. I'm not in England. I don't pay attention too much to their politics. But I'm saying right here, this guy is giving this speech to these people, and I feel like if anyone was against this, they wouldn't be there anyway. So, woo. The glitter alley strikes again.
True democracy is citizen-led. Politics needs an update.
They're booing him. We demand an update. Who's we? You're on the stage by yourself, and by the way, you're talking to people who don't agree with you. And if they're the people that need to change something, I've got bad news for you. Nothing's going to change. This idea that you, and I feel like the LGBTQ community started this whole thing. This idea that the people who don't like you need to accept you. Now, in this particular case, it has a point, but it's just, I don't know where this became a thing of like, I've got to protest, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my opposition and I'm going to scream my point in their face because, you know, they're not on my side yet, but I'll win them over. I'll win them over with 2 handfuls of glitter And again, one of the cringiest. We need an update. Here's the update. You're dumb. You're the pleb class. That's kind of the setup. If you mean your politics needs an update, well, I wouldn't be so star-spangled quick to jump for that one. The glitter is back. The glitter is back. Call Batman. I mean, I think we caught the guy. Hey, Johnny, did you hear about the fork missing prongs? Apparently, the story is pointless. Should sometimes I'm like, should I have taken the day off? I was on the fence. Yeah, should I?
Demand a people's house! We demand a people's house! We are in crisis! We are in...
Again, the entire room is booing you. This guy's annoyed because you messed up his suit, which, by the way, dude, you own it by rocking the glitter. You just sit there and be like, yeah, I am one sparkly son of a bitch. You own it by just ignoring the glitter part and going on about it. Like this whole, like, oh, I'm annoyed. He got glitter on my suit. This is disgusting. I'm going to have to pay someone to dry clean this. I can't believe these dirty commoners. Of course he used glitter. Is he a puff? Like, I mean, there's just a whole bunch of that shit going on here. You just got, again, have fun with it. Because that guy already looks like an idiot. The audience is booing him. So I'm sorry, buddy. Your big moment, you've lost. I'm sure you jerked off to the idea of, I made a statement. I'm on the news. Yeah, nobody cares. And nothing's going to change because you and two handfuls of glitter interrupted his speech. In fact, he might be a horrible piece of shit, but you made him look sympathetic. Again, the audio is cut so they can't hear what he's saying, I guess. They don't want to say. But again, everybody's booing in the background. Nobody's cheering him on. Nobody's doing anything. They're just booing him. Everybody's recording it. So again, dude, I'm sorry. You failed. And now he's just sitting there smiling, kind of owning the glitter thing a little bit. And it's not, I'd be honest, I'd sit there and be like, yeah. Just fucking sit there with a shit-eating grin. The audience already booed him. You won. Take the jacket off. We're going to Can you guys stop being so serious? He's as glittery on the outside as he is on the inside. I'm sure someone probably gives his butthole a good Roger, and he's good. So now he rolled up his sleeves, and he looks just like the comic. Again, you completely failed at making this guy. And now he's just cosplaying as Elton John. Thank you, Saint RN. So I'm sorry, but if you're going to make a big statement and interrupt someone's speech, the glitter bomb thing, I don't know what that was even supposed to accomplish. It looked like it kind of annoyed him, and the audience started cheering the more he got like, eh. And you can say, oh, it's edited. No, I can see the people clapping in the thing. It's just, again, guys, this is just, what is it? Why is this why is this decade or whatever the worst for protesters? We just have protesters with no chutzpah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to protest gasoline by gluing myself to a road. Great. Those idling cars don't burn fuel at all. Alrighty, let's finish this up.
Thank you, conference. Thank you, conference. If he thinks that bothers me, he doesn't know me. Protest or power. That's why we changed our party conference. That's why we changed our party.
So again, buddy, you just rallied everybody there around that guy. I'm sorry. You completely blew that one in the asshole. Looks like another trip to Savile Row. What's Savile Row? I don't know what that one is. So again, the dude got that shit thrown at him. It really didn't accomplish anything. And I don't get it, man. I don't get why we're pro. Did it? Oh fuck! I haven't literally. It threw me for a loop because I saw a picture of somebody and that distracted me. Where are we going now? Looks like, yep, we did Savile Row thing already. So we'll move into our next story because I just had a complete brain fart. We have an audio clip for that actually. But yeah, glitter bomber did not accomplish anything. Glitter bombs rarely do more than just cover their target in glitter. I don't know why people use them. One of the most least lethal bombs used is the glitter bomb. I have never heard of anyone successfully bombing somebody with a glitter bomb and really actually getting their target. You know, I mean, like, I feel like if glitter bombs were successful, we would have dropped glitter bombs on Iraq. You know what I mean? Like, we would have used a lot of glitter bombs, but glitter bombs again, not very lethal. Shit. Anyways, Jada Pinkett has revealed that she and Will Smith have been separated for over 7 years, but refused to divorce. Pinkett Smith says the pair started living separate lives in 2016. Jada Pinkett Smith dropped a bombshell regarding her relationship with husband Will Smith. She said that the couple has not been together for over 7 years, but they appear as husband and wife for public appearances. We live separately, Pinkett Smith admitted in an interview with Hoda Kotb for the Today Show while promoting her new book, Worthy. Oh, go fuck yourself. Actually, wait. Why? I don't need to say that anymore. I need to realize Saint Caesar has helped me never need to say that anymore.
Go fuck yourself.
Alrighty. I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever, and I just haven't been able to break that promise, she said. No, you haven't been able to let go of Will Smith because you have nothing without him. Splitting in 2016, Pinkett Smith said, she and Smith were just exhausted with trying to stay together. I think we were both kind of just still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be. The actress suggested that not being ready to discuss the split publicly, as well as still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, were reasons to harbor the secret. They even kind of kept it quiet through a period of intense scrutiny when she was accused of cheating on Will Smith with a family friend in 2021. Pinkett Smith reluctantly confirmed her relationship in a conversation with Smith on her now-defunct show, Red Table Talk. I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. Yep. This also means the couple was separated during Smith's famous incident with at the Academy Awards in 2022, where he stormed onto the Oscar stage and slapped Chris Rock across the face after the comedian made a joke referencing Pinkett Smith's bald head. She suffers from alopecia. No, I have to actually say she does not suffer from alopecia. I see her with a shaved head constantly, and believe me, if she grew that shit out, it doesn't look like it would be alopecia. But anyways. So again, she just kind of came out publicly and went, "Oh, you know when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? Yeah, we hadn't even been together for years, and that whole time that I was being called a horrible horrible slut for the sleeping around thing. Oh, we had already been separated. Yeah, it's weird, but on the red table talk thing, when you discussed it, even Will seemed to be kind of like, yeah, you slept around on me, bitch. So I'm sorry. I don't believe her, is all I'm going to say. And again, really shitty thing to do with the let's bring this up now so that way it makes him look even crazier in the past. Again, as time goes on, she seems like a more and more dislikable person to me. It's a shame. I used to really like that lady. I used to think she was a thing. Anyways, burp, there we go. And let's go ahead and load our second hour stories. Pretty much right on time. We're going to keep going all the way till 5:30. Thank you for being part of the show. Let's go ahead and check over here. Yeah, decent numbers again. So again, thank you for being part of the show. Let's get our second hour stories. I'm going to drop the audio really, really quick. Keep the Chuck's name out of your fucking mouth. The Chucks. Or keep the cuck's name. Oh. Well, no, that would be if Jada said it. All right, we're going to load these stories here so the audio's down. One of them, the first one, about our local area that I live on, because I think it's awesome. And we've got a story catching up on our friends in California. And for those of you that want to own a robot, well, I've got a video about that. We're also going to look at a man running naked in a Seattle store. Apparently that's a thing. Also, the LA Times has taken a new level of social justice, a new level of putting your own personal shit on other things. And I say things because this one, and I don't mean this in any sort of disparaging way, we're literally not talking about people. We're not talking about people. Again, apparently all the problems are solved, and this is what we have to worry about. So, holy Jesus. I guess this is a good thing in the long run then? Because, I mean, well, this is all we got to deal with. Anyways, so we have a lot to go. It would take Rip Taylor-sized bag of glitter to save Jada Pinkett Smith's career. I'm going to be honest. I don't think she'll have a career anymore. With everything that's happened, there's been way too much drama around her. I feel like Hollywood especially will be like, how about we don't? She did her Red Table talk show. All of this stuff has happened. If she was going to get anything out of that, it would have happened by now. And it hasn't. Which means I really doubt that it's going to. So, yeah. I think the saying is always strike while the iron's hot. So if all of her publicity that she's recently gotten was going to get her anywhere, I feel like it would have by now. And I'm sure she's just turning down script after script. What is the last thing I saw her in? The fourth Matrix movie. And believe me, didn't do herself any favors being in that movie. Because that movie overall didn't do itself any favors by existing. I'm really glad that Lawrence Fishburne was like, yeah, no. How about no? Anyways, that whole movie, though, was just like, we took a really great movie and a really great premise, and it really kind of had a whole start to finish story conclusion thing. And, well, we just said, how about we F with that and keep it going and put social justice shit in there. Anyways, we're also going to be catching up on the story that we talked about, I think, on the Steel Toe show about the school bus driver who was caught drinking on the job and didn't know. Well, she's there's like I said, we're going to catch up on that story. We're going to talk about her and how she's doing. So lots of great stuff. We just lost some people. Shit. Dude, I really hope there's no notifications there, so there's none of that. Let's check I'm now paranoid whenever that happens. We did have a bitrate drop a little while ago, but for a split second, it was down and up. It's been good the rest of the time. All right, anyways, let's keep going. To our next story, we shall go. Coburn's Liquor in St. Cloud receives approval to sell edible marijuana products. Now, this is, again, a local story. The reason why I'm reporting this, there's a weird thing with the way Minnesota is enacting their marijuana legalization. And by that, I mean they made it legal, and they voted to make it legal. And then over the process of 6 months, other than just putting money aside for it, they didn't really do a whole lot for this Office of Marijuana Legalization and stuff. So there's a whole lot of, like, we don't have rules. But we know we want to put a lot of, because it's Minnesota and it's controlled by Minnesota Democrats, which are the walking definition of white guilt. And there we go. Loosen that bitch. Anyways, so these Minnesota Democrats didn't want to just let marijuana be legal. No. The average man should be able to smoke marijuana, but the first people who should be able to sell and profit from it need to be people of color, because as we all know, anyone who smokes weed is just appropriating their culture. Again, explain to me how that's not racist. Like, no. People of communities of color have suffered a long time, and it's about time we right some of those wrongs. And in the case of marijuana, it's already very much part of their culture. Wait a minute, what? Well, all the love smoking the weed. It's in the oh no. It's in the rap songs, and I assume when little brown babies are born, before they've tasted mama's titty, they've sucked down a J. Oh, really? How are you not racist? Oh, God. But anyways, so that being said, it's weird, all these weird rules about places and the ability to sell this stuff. And now suddenly, Coburn's Liquor receives approval. I severely doubt that that's just because they requested it and they got it. Because, again, there's waiting lists and lines, and we're doing all of this shit. There's all of these standards so that that the implementation of marijuana can also be a system of equity for Minnesota. That's literally part of the governor's aim with this shit, right? So all of that happens, and yet you're telling me the Coburn's Liquor, which is not owned by any group or family of color or any of that. It's just literally a local wealthy family that owns several stores. Weird. Other people, like, we're literally the medicinal dispensary that I go to says, yeah, man, anywhere else you're looking at like 2025 before you can see stuff. So it's like, oh yeah, we're going to be waiting a few years. But they got it overnight. Again, I just don't trust Walls. I think he's dirty as shit, and I think someone paid him, and now that's where I'm at with this. Somebody paid somebody, and now they get it. Like, don't get me wrong. Am I going to go maybe buy a couple of gummies? Probably. But, dude, seriously, man. Coburn's Liquor on Cooper Avenue in St. Cloud has received a green light from the city council to sell edible marijuana products. Well, wait a minute. What do you mean the city council? The state has to okay you having edible marijuana products unless they're like CBD, and that, like, if you're telling me you have to get the city council's permission, then why is this even a story? That's just gay. All right, now we're going to open up 2 products available in one store and only one in the other. So if we're going to do this, then do we allow tobacco stores to automatically then be able to sell alcohol? I mean, who cares if they have a liquor license? I didn't realize you couldn't. The city's attorney provided ground on the decision, explaining that until recently, liquor stores were prohibited from selling THC-infused edibles. However, an amendment during the 2023 Minnesota legislative session changed the statute, allowing liquor stores to offer edible cannabinoid products. This change superseded the city's regulations. So wait a minute. This isn't even a story. You guys mislabeled this thing to sell edible marijuana products. They didn't receive permission to sell edible marijuana products. They're going to sell that same Delta 9 THC stuff. Those aren't edible marijuana products. Those are edible CBD products. Those cannabinoids are directed from CBD. That's not the same thing. You fucking bastards. They fucking got me, man. They got me, man. Shit. All right. Well, anyways, we're going to keep going for another 2 hours and 15 minutes. We've got an amazing show for you guys. And I just realized what's bugging me. There we go. The lights were orange and it was driving me nuts. Just they reset every time this goes up and down. I should probably just switch this thing to I suppose I could put that there. No, but it needs to be plugged in there. Anyways, I don't need to do that right now. Let's focus on real shit. We got that covered. Good. And that story was a bust. Fuck me, man. Alrighty, so fun fact, you can extract Delta 9 from regular CBD. Right, Van Drexel, you can. Plenty of and like my buddies at Hemponics.
RIP Cheer 100.
Thank you, was fill some holes. But yes, you're absolutely right, Van Drexel. You can get Delta 9 and Delta 8 from CBD cannabinoids. Those are not the same THC components that come from straight THC, which is why I say they shouldn't be qualified the same, which is why I also feel like that story misled me, because I was like, oh, wait a minute, you're talking about they've received permission. I was on this whole rant about corrupt government, and I was like, fuck, I got nothing, actually. I got nothing. I'll admit, I have a personal grudge against Walls because of his special powers bullshit, his blatant favoritism to friends bullshit, all a whole bunch of shit. I was way too eager to hate on Walls for being a corrupt piece of shit, and I, quite frankly, I saw what I wanted to, and I apologize. I apologize, God. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian. I apologize. I should have known better. And God, but they're taking over with the water, turning the frogs gay, and I'm not going to say it for. I'm not going to. Oh, I'm sorry. I let myself go. I apologize. I switched to decaf. It's affected me. All right, so let's check up on our buddies in California, because as you may remember, California decided that they needed to decriminalize sex work. They wanted to take away the stigma. Because again, they wanted to take away the stigma, but not the stiffy. Oh, shit. But no, they wanted to take away the stigma and reduce people's feelings on that. And all it did, apparently, I guess they thought this would lead to sex workers being like empowered and freed from their pimps and stuff, and I guess they'd realize the error of their ways. I don't know what the actual thinking is on, hey, how about we stop prosecuting and do. I don't get it, but either way, let's see how it worked. All right, this is an experiment. If the rest of us are to adopt this policy, we have to know that it's working. So we got to see it. We got to see it in its natural environment. Let's. I got a THC vape at a local vape shop. Yeah, dude, you can get THC vapes all over the place. My buddies at Hemponics, I should link them after this story. My buddies at Hemponics do THC vapes. I love their Delta 8 disposable THC vapes. In fact, I have one sitting. I have one, just not in range. I just got one right here. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the empty one? I think it is. Nope, there it is. Still tasty. What the heck is that, though? Oh, that's my old lighter. Anyways, orange is the new fuchsia. It is? I had no idea. But let's go ahead and check out Let's check out how that is tasty. Let's check out how things are happening in the great state of California. Particularly this particular story, San Francisco. Oh, there's going to be an ad. Shit. There's an ad.
That's because you can easily get it.
They got me. I got the audio down because I forgot they were going to do an ad. It's just, I hate it when they get me. You know, I was ready to do this thing. And now oh, wait, there's a counter up here so I can see how long until the ad's over. Hemponics promo code, just kidding, LLC. There is no promo code. I'll link their address.
There's also this residents of one San Francisco neighborhood say that their community has now been overrun by prostitutes. They're blaming a California law that was passed last year in July. It decriminalizes loitering for prostitution purposes. Supporters of the law say it seeks to protect transgender people from discrimination, but its critics say
What? Protects transgender people from discrimination by saying sex workers are allowed to loiter. I don't even know how those two things are supposed to be related. And I'm always up for a good, like, oh, God, really? That's not even a transgender people. I will be joshing. You had me at loitering. But no, I'm just saying, transgender people don't do sex work. Because I don't know if you know this, but if you hire a lady and find out, oh, that lady has a dick, you're not going to be happy about that. All right? There was an advertising issue. So again, how do transgender people are doing sex? Do you? You know, I think San Francisco just is. Who the lets their politicians pass this shit? That makes zero sense.
They don't see how transgender equality has anything to do with prostitution. Joining me now is Michael Schellenberger, founder and president of
Wait a minute, let's go back. Was that lady
Environmental Progress, author of Apocalypse Never, and San Francisco, why equality has anything to do.
Was that person just avoiding being filmed, or were they just, showing you the goods?
With prostitution. Joining me now is Michael Schellenberger, founder and president of Environmental Progress, author of Apocalypse Never, and San Francisco, Why Progressives Ruin Cities. He's also a former California gubernatorial candidate.
All right, look, progressives don't ruin cities. George Soros ruins cities. Progressives just tend to agree with him a lot and let him do everything he does. But yeah, no, progressives don't ruin cities. They just allow it to happen. I feel like that we can't demonize all of them like that. That is wrong. Progressives don't ruin cities. They just let the idiots who ruin cities do everything. That's all I'm saying.
Guess what?
Start here with
I got a
parents
fever.
reporting.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
David Chandler gifting a subscription to the Streamlabs stickers thing. Thank you very much, David Chandler, for supporting our program. Immense support from our friend David Chandler. David Chandler, cowbell, hey-o. And because it's David, and we have this one too.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
They say, in some instances, that prostitutes are now soliciting business directly outside of public and private schools.
All right, in an unrelated story, I'm moving to San Francisco. Well, I mean, I gotta say, there's actually an advantage to that. If you have prostitutes soliciting outside public schools, then when it's sex education day, you can have a lady come in to literally be your visual aid. And she'll just give you AIDS. But real titties is what I'm saying. Real floppy meth titties. They're just really, really hungry. They start offering to fucking blow kids for their lunch. Like, hey, I'll give you a handy for your apple. Like, oh my God, how bad is it for you? Oh, Jesus.
Take a look at this. This is from a statement from one parent, Rosa Vargas. She says, it's every day during all periods of the day. Just last week, they were blocking the entrance of the parking structure where students were having basketball games.
Yeah, because they wanted to play with some balls. Again, who thought allowing sex workers to loiter somewhere, like, again, like, oh, they won't just use that as the ability to stand on the street corner and then, work.
Does this shock you to hear?
No.
Well, it is a shocking report. And I think what's interesting about it is that we saw a significant increase in street prostitution or street walking right after Governor Gavin Newsom signed the legislation in June of last year. So we saw a change even before the law went into effect on January 1st of this year. So we're seeing working class family neighborhoods in places like Oakland, mostly Latino neighborhoods, with a huge influx of street walking.
Well, we have to admit two things. There's been a huge influx of street walking, but they wouldn't keep doing it if it wasn't working, which means that apparently a lot of people in those Latino communities love paying for the goods. They love picking up one that they can pay to go away. You know what I mean? As the economy gets worse, gonna see way more of it. I mean, that's weird, Van Drexel. What do you mean? Like, and I'm not saying that's not true. I'm saying it's weird. So as the economy gets worse, we're all going to start buying more prostitutes? I don't know about you, but when the economy was good, I didn't think I had whore money. You know what I mean? And, like, I definitely don't have hooker money now. Not Delta, just straight up wax. Oh. Interesting, Chevy JB. Anyways... So, as the economy gets worse, we'll see more of it again. That's weird though. As the economy gets worse, I'd feel like we have less money to spread around, and I don't have any money to make them spread them. You know what I mean?
My colleague and I last Friday wrote a long report about a 14-year-old girl that's being sex trafficked by the MS-13 gang in San Francisco. The San Francisco police were actually called to rescue the girl, and they failed to arrive, both from a combination of staffing shortages and, I would say, misplaced priorities. The assistant police chief of San Francisco reassured us that they would be working to intervene in this case, but we're seeing a 2- to 3-fold increase in street prostitution and sex trafficking since that law was passed. The policymakers in Sacramento were sold a bill of goods. They were told that somehow this would help to advance trans and black rights. That's absurd. The people that are being the most victimized are African Americans, disproportionately represented in those communities, and also trans kids or LGBT kids that.
Really? I had to interrupt you because I don't want to utter this opinion before I have information to counter it, because then it'd just be stupid. Trans kids is a weird term. But the idea, again, I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like if you want to sleep with a lady, you want to sleep with a lady. I just, how many people are like, I want to sleep with a lady, but I want to know that it used to be a dude. Like, alrighty. Van Drexel saying street prostitution is intrinsically related to poverty. Lots of whores during the Great Depression trying to make ends meet. Yeah, lots of ladies turned to whoring to get it done, but my point is, who has the money to pay the whores, right? Like, oh, I got to do this to make ends meet. That's great. I can't make ends meet, so you're telling me I got to give up even more so my end can meet your end? That's not fair. Fallen the Great saying, JB, they make D8 wax. 2, if it's legit, where the shop, I need some good shit. I need some good wax. Some people need some good wax.
That are working through their sexuality are more likely to be victimized. So this is a really terrible policy that needs to be reversed as soon as possible.
Take a look at this from City Journal. I want to talk to you about that legislation you just mentioned. The culprit, according to these critics, is Senate Bill 357. Here's what City Journal reports. Quote, the anti-loitering statute had provided the grounds for officers to question women and children whom they suspected might be trapped in a prostitution ring. Without the statute, police hands were suddenly tied. Henceforth, questioning the girls and potentially provoking a violent confrontation with pimps came to seem a pure gamble, one that California's police officers would now avoid. You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, this is what's going on. Basically, they got in their minds in Sacramento, the radical left, which passed this, that the police are the bad guys, that the police, the people that are trying to protect young women who are often being addicted to hard drugs in order to become sex slaves for these violent gangs, they got in their minds that the police were the bad guys. The police are essential to rescuing these girls. So they've restricted what police are able to do. Literally just being able to talk to these women could get these police officers in trouble. So, the police need to do a better job. We documented how they failed to act to protect this 14-year-old girl who is an orphan and in real distress, controlled, probably addicted to hard drugs and by this gang. But the whole idea here is that somehow police are the problem.
Right. They won't be whores if you just let them fuck. But they're using drugs. Yeah, but they'll learn that they don't like drugs if you let them be addicted to drugs. Who the fuck is doing this shit? Again, I don't know how. This is why I have to say I don't know how in San Francisco and California they have not become fiercely Republican just because of how the Democrats have fucked over. Like, the left and the Democrats have so weird, bizarro, worldly screwed over that whole state that I feel like everybody there would just be like, you know what, fuck it. I am fucking, I'm going Republican. Let's see. Although I suppose the last Republican they had, wasn't that like Schwarzenegger? And, once you try a Schwarzenegger, you're not going to trust any other Republicans. I'll be Josh and saying wax on, wax off. No, I think he means like THC wax. Whores get cheaper and more to choose from, says Van Drexel. Well, then never mind. I'm for this policy. I just have to wait, and pretty soon even I can afford a... All right.
It's a really twisted, demented way of viewing the world, and the biggest victims, of course, are the most vulnerable among us.
Well, Michael Schellenberger, we got to leave it there, but thanks for bringing this.
That's right, the most vulnerable among us. The most vulnerable among us. Horny men. Because they can't say no, they want that puss, man. They want that puss. All right, sorry. I'm being insensitive. Mostly because I'm a dick, but also because, again, I just feel like that I don't want to say like you get what you deserve, but I feel like at a certain point when laws like these are allowed to be passed and you don't just, kick those people out of office immediately, like special election time. Like, in my opinion, when your city council or state legislature, whoever, passes that law, they don't get to work there anymore. Like, wait a minute. No, you're just literally destroying society. I've got a problem with this now. We've got a problem. At any rate, in San Francisco and perhaps maybe other places, you might want to start investing in some sort of, like, I don't know, robot security, I guess. And let's wait a minute, Mr. Q. I guess I am just old-fashioned wax and vape I don't like, and I think it screws up your tolerance. Half right. It does screw up your tolerance. As for not liking them, well, here's what I think about wax and vape. All things in moderation. If you use a vape the right way, a vape lasts forever. But if you use wax and stuff like that, if you start using wax too much, then you need... But again, wax is meant to be just a little tiny bit, little boop, and there you go. And just, But yes, wax is a higher concentrate. This is a really weird tangent to be on. Do we have a sound drop for that? We do, don't we? We do. Yeah, we do. Sandy jumping in on the Twitch chat saying, good afternoon, all. Hey, Sandy, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Happy to see you. Having a good day, talking about a lot of stuff. Knocked our goal all the way out till Friday already. Thank you, David Chandler. And everything else that comes in between now and then just kind of keeps kicking that thing down. So thank you for supporting the show with your bits, your subs, and those bit sound drops. All right, so this video, I'll admit this one's a lot more for me maybe than all of our audience. Although Fallen, I think, might enjoy this. There is a human-like working machine, and you can actually ride in it, all right? And I can fucking ride it. All right, anyways, so yeah, leave it to Japan to make this robot. I feel like there's going to be if we all have money anytime soon, if Biden doesn't control the economy anytime soon, we're all going to be buying some robots. So this is the Archax robot, a humanoid robot that you literally sit in and drive, named after the Archaeopteryx dinosaur. It's literally a car with, like, controllable hand features. Its movements controlled by 2 joysticks and pedals in the cockpit, which is inside the torso. Holy shit, man. 9 exterior cameras provide a 360 view of the operator's surroundings. Yeah, dude, I feel like this thing's gonna...
Arcus choose which camera to show. Then the pilot watch that display and operate it.
Hopes to sell the 15-foot tall robot for around $3 million. Again, like, if you had $3 million bucks, why wouldn't you? Right? In disaster relief and on the moon. I don't want it for disaster relief and on the moon. I want that thing to go shopping.
I think
that would be awesome, right? Like, he carries the bags home. Oh. David Chandler saying, fuck Ford, there's my next truck, right? Vaughn the Great saying, Johnny, I challenge you to a battle. I need this. I agree. I think we need these, and we need swords that they can hold. And what can we do about, can we do something about getting those guys some firearms? Those are some big hands. We're going to have to make special modified guns, but they can carry some bigger ammunition. We're talking large gauge. Fuck 50 caliber. You're a bitch. Anyways, what's you beeping about? Yep, not important. Anyways, so yes, as I was saying, I need one of those robots. It just... I feel like with where our country's headed, they did say they were for disaster relief. Have you seen America lately? It's a disaster. We all need some robot relief. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just want to roll around town in that thing and then, like, stop places and look at somebody, like a hot chick or something, be like, dead or alive, you're coming with me. Just say that over the speaker and watch her freak out. And she's like, oh, my God, I'm being stalked. I'm like, yeah, probably. Probably not good to do that, actually, yeah, now that I think about it. I'd have to, I don't know. I'd chase fat kids with it. Run, Tubby! He's terrorizing my child. Yeah, I also got him to lose 5 pounds. Who's the real villain? Keep feeding him donuts, bitch. All right, so here we go. Let's close this one because Sanjay Gupta's a piece of shit, and I don't really... The secret to aging well. Well, for you, that means whichever company paid you the most to shill something, I'm betting. But close that. Oh, that's right. A naked man running through a Seattle store. That video. We're going to have to talk about that next. That's going to be fun. Because that makes 0 sense why anyone would do that. So, alrighty. So let's just check up the chats. We're caught up. Mech Wars, yes, says Mr. Q. Dude, I mean, Mech Wars are on the horizon. If you don't think if you don't think the military is going to mobilize those things in some sort of weaponized form, you'd be nuts. That is a small tank. And again, I totally want one. I think they have a top speed of, I believe, like 35 or 40 miles per hour. So it's not quite highway ready, but it's not bad. You lower the legs down, and then you just go it all full speed, man. Again, I want one of those bitches so bad. And they're in Japan. So we kind of own that country. So Japan ain't nothing but the 51st state. Let me know what movie that's from. But he didn't say Japan in the movie. Police have provided insight into a video of a man running naked in a Seattle store. Well, before we have the insight, we better have the video. Because I don't know what I need insight for. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dang it. I'll admit, I'm a person of biases, prejudices. So when I read stories, I develop thoughts and opinions. When I read a headline, naked man running through a JCPenney, well, let's just say I didn't expect this. I did not expect that. That seems like such a white guy crime. Like running naked through a JCPenney, that seems like a dude thing. I expect Will Ferrell, you know? I don't expect Damon Wayans, or I don't know who I would I'd say Kevin Hart, but too tall. So I bet there's going to be an ad for this, but F it. We're going to boost the volume and hit play on the odds that it's not going to do an ad. Nope.
We're on the men's floor in the kids' apartment. He's like fully naked.
Okay, so we have guys following this guy. He's probably feeling a little weirded out because they don't look like security. And then some random chick just holding up her phone. All right, guys, I'm sorry, but if you're going to talk on your phone and film, it's already not inconspicuous. Flip it over, all right? Get that shit wide angle. Oh, I get it. She had to film horizontal because of that dirt. Like, you know, it's that big. Uh-huh. Sure it was.
He had 2 kids with him, like everything.
Wait a minute, what?
We're on the men's floor in the kids' apartment. He's like fully naked. He had 2 kids with him, like everything.
He had 2 kids with him and everything? And he came here naked. He's running naked. Oh, and she's running.
Hey, if you guys wanna.
Oh no! Oh, they're fighting! Oh no! Oh, it's getting real up in here. They're punching that poor naked son of a bitch. Hit him in the balls. You can see where they are.
Come on, y'all, get him!
Come on, y'all, get him. That sounds really... So I don't understand this. If people come in en masse, fully clothed, to rob a store, we're to do nothing. But if a man runs into a store butt-ass naked, grabbing only the pair of pants he needs to cover his naked butt-ass, it's beat his ass time. I mean, well... Just, again, everybody get them. I mean, can we have that opinion of just general shoplifters? Or again, do they... Because, I mean, I feel like if we could at least encourage the shoplifters to be naked, then we could get this done. Or if we could move the same level of stop naked guy into, again, stop shoplifter. I feel like we could nip 2 things in the bud just at the same time. Wait a minute, was someone blowing a rape whistle? All right, I gotta go back to this. Someone blowing a rape whistle? I gotta do it from here.
Hey, if you guys want to.
Again, that sounded like a rape whistle. That totally sounded like someone blowing a rape whistle. Was he blowing a rape whistle? Where did he keep it this whole time?
That's correct. Come on, y'all get it.
Oh, whoa. No Donkey Kong punching. Holy crap. Again, what is it about the naked part that made them react so aggressively? Just weird. Should have went to the sporting goods section and grabbed some gloves. Oh, no. I read he tried to touch a kid. Well, we're about to find out because we're going to read. Police in a Seattle suburb have provided additional context to a video circulating online of a naked man in a JCPenney store. The individual depicted in the video was in mental crisis. Shortly after the video shared online ends, the individual had a serious medical emergency which necessitated the need for medics and transportation to the hospital. The incident occurred on October 1st, according to the Daily Mail. The video of the incident began with a man following another man who was wearing nothing but socks. The person recording can be heard explaining that they were in the kids' department before a second man could be seen following the unclothed one. A third person began following the naked man as a chase ensued. The person recording quickly followed them. At some point, the naked man grabbed a pair of pants and attempted to put them on. The naked man and several other men ended up in a corner before a massive brawl broke out and people could be heard screaming in the background. No, again, that sounded like rape whistles. The bystanders ended up pummeling the naked man before someone began shouting enough repeatedly. It is suggested in the video that the man was trying to touch kids that he had with him in the store. But police say that so far, they have found no evidence of that. The unidentified naked man was arrested and charged with misdemeanor assault. No. That's a mister. I saw it. It's not misdemeanor. That's Mr. Demeanor. I am so fucking dumb. Our goal's knocked out. I'm having a great time. I hope you are too. Thank you, David Chandler. Suspect blaming, saying Hulk smash. Yeah, the dude fucking punching and then, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's down. Are you trying to beat him off? I mean, what are you doing? Again, like I said, it's weird. We're okay with the looting, but we're not okay with the naked. He grabbed one pair of pants. This is literally a situation of that man stealing those pants because he had nothing else, all right? Except an erection. He had a huge erection. Owlby Joshin saying he was too slippery because of the multiple layers of wax on him. Oh, no. There's got to be at least one ad from Rush Hour Tees or something is wrong. Yeah, usually that's how it goes. But have we had a Rush Hour Tees ad yet? I really should see about getting them to... I have that other shirt company that I'm supposed to look at that someone gave me a while ago from Texas. I have their website down here on the bottom of this list, and I have not. I am a horrible dick. All right, anyways, second hour stories are loaded. We're almost done. We're almost done with our second hour stories. And then again, we're going all the way till 5:30. We're going to have an amazing program. Thank you for being part of it. Suspect blaming. I'm guessing he wasn't packing enough to make it a felony. Touche. All righty. So, again, apparently at this time, no evidence of child touching, just a person having mental crisis. A mental crisis of walking around butt naked and then going into a JCPenney. All right. I guess that's a thing. I don't know how, but it just, where did his clothes go? How do you, like, okay, you're having a mental crisis. When did you get naked? I feel like that part should have been, people should have noticed, right? He just emerged in the middle of a JCPenney in nothing but socks. I feel like at some point he had to become a person in nothing but socks. And how do you get that far into the store but naked, right? Like, I'm pretty sure the angle, your dangle, should have been seen on the way in. Be like, hey, dude, just, nope. Just let that naked dude walk right on in there before anyone did anything. Alrighty, so let's catch up on this story because it's hilarious. The Los Angeles Times says researchers say that LA's bird species are remarkably segregated. Apparently, the pigeons have white privilege, and nobody trusts the crows. But then again, to be fair to crows, they never show up on time, and they always gang up in groups. Hey! Who looks into this? I mean, let's pretend for a minute that bird segregation is a thing and there's horrible racism in the bird community. Okay, fine. Who the fuck looks into this? We have $33 trillion in debt. Nobody wants to go, hey, something else to do besides checking into bird racism. Mr. Q saying, good show, Johnny. David Chandler is awesome. He is, and thank you for him and everybody else supporting this show. But again, bird racism. Researchers spotted a house sparrow and pulled binoculars to their eyes. They're all over the shrubbery in Boyle Heights, said Associate Professor of Ecology at Cal State Los Angeles. House sparrows are urban creatures that thrive where people do. They're resilient, adaptable, and aggressive, and are found around buildings and streets, scavenging food crumbs or nesting in roof tiles. Instead of the sparrows, ravens, common pigeons, and Cooper's hawks, the bird watchers spotted in Boyle Heights, the manicured lawns and mature trees of San Mario bristled with a very different assortment of birds. There goes a band-tailed pigeon right over there, Wood exclaimed, turning his attention from a red-tailed hawk. They also recognized acorn woodpeckers, a California towhee, dozens of turkey vultures circling overhead, a dark-eyed junico, a mockingbird, and Anna's hummingbird, and a black phobie. So again, it sounds like you have bird diversity. Why do we care? I thought the birds weren't real, by the way. I thought all the birds were drones. Rusty Grammar. Ew, they are progressive? Yeah, they're progressive birds. In the words of Aaron Imholt, I want them segregated. Yeah, apparently, like, I don't think the birds should be segregated or are, but there are a few people who do believe.
I want these people segregated.
But we're talking about the birds again in this one. So where is the racism? There's a bunch of different bird types. That sounds good. It was, the researchers said, a vivid illustration of the so-called luxury effect, the phenomenon by which wealthier and typically whiter areas attract a larger, more diverse population of birds. The fact is, when it comes to the Los Angeles basin, the researchers say that the bird species are remarkably segregated. These effing uppity white people and their bird privilege. Rabin38 saying, why does the USA need another segregation? I have no idea, but apparently over in Los Angeles, they've got all their other problems solved. So now we have to start dealing with this rampant abuse and ignorance of the bird culture. Apparently it's white people have far too long enjoyed a plethora of birds. Could it be that the other communities ate all of them? I don't even feel good about that. I'm sorry. That was a horrible joke. That was a horrible joke. Alrighty. So in a new study, the researchers argue that the difference in bird population is a lasting consequence of racist homelending practices from decades ago, as well as modern wealth disparities. Get it? The birds don't hang out around the black people because they don't have any money. So, what do you want the white people to do about their bird privilege? Sup, Chevy and Johnny, says Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. Hey, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle, good to see you. Good to see everyone over on Rumble. Thank you for being a part of the Rumble program. Love the numbers. Love everyone over on Rumble. And again, LA Times. What are we supposed to do about our white bird privilege? I like trees. Give shadow and oxygen. You're not wrong. So again, what are we supposed to do? What about the turkey vulture and the hawk or the seagull or something? Apparently, that is evidence of white communities having far larger bird diversity. No, it's apparently evidence of white communities having far larger bird diversity, which is another example of, again, white privilege and evidence of segregation. Because again, segregation is as a result of segregation and horrible policies and practices. I can't speak now. We have a benefit of birds. Just send all the birds to KFC. They will be finger licking good. Oh, hey man. You can do that, but quite frankly, I love that chicken from Popeyes. Love that chicken from Popeyes. I put that shit on everything. Alrighty, we're going to catch up our last story for the second hour, wrapping it right up at the end of the second hour. Thank you for being part of the program. We have an hour and a half going after that. Oh, sweet Jesus. Mr. Q. So the animals are smarter than us. They don't mix in the same area, unlike Israel and Gaza. Oh. Look, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this one thing. Can't we get rid of both of them? Just overall. Can't Israel and Hamas just go away? In general, do we need? We gotta repaint them. So nature was racist. We have to change the white seagull to a black one. That's gonna be a lot of work. Oh, Johnny, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 beta is this weekend, with maps from Modern Warfare 2 2009. Thank you for that information. Oh. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle saying, is that because we have trees? No. We can't help. We chose better dirt. No, the argument, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle, is that we took those opportunities and deliberately, systemically took them away or kept them from people of color. Again, I feel like the most insulting thing about this is to imply that people of color don't have any upward mobility to move to other areas. Also, again, I guess, like I said, it's white privilege. If you're a person of color, it's not that you don't have birds, it's that you don't have bird diversity. You don't have bird diversity. You have just, you have poor people birds. But white people get the rich diversity of rich white people birds. And when you say it like that, it makes so much sense. Right, and Dirty Llama jumping up in the chat. Good to see you. Fallen the Great saying, the wolf turtles are native to northern Alaska and are known for their stark white shell and uncanny appetite for baby seals. Is that true, Fallen? Aren't there blackbirds too, like crows and ravens? Yes, but Rabin, you're following the wrong part of this. It's not that the birds are white. It's that white people have a larger diversity of birds in their neighborhood. Apparently, neighborhoods of color suffer from a lack of bird diversity, and people are saying that's a result of segregation, that somehow white communities have more birds. Again, I don't know if you know this or not, but in this day and age, there's not really white communities or black communities. People can live where they choose. I mean, in this community, if a family of color were to buy the house next door, I wouldn't do anything about it. And I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Which I do, because they're lowering the property. No, I'm saying in general, they're realistically. So this whole idea of but communities of color are suffering from this. I have 8 budgie diversity. So no birds. No rabbit. They have birds. They just don't have a lot. If we send parrots, they have plenty of colors. I feel like he's trying to grab the point, but it keeps moving a step back, and he's like, I've almost got it. It's like a fly, and he's like, I'm going to get it. Nothing. Shit. Fuck. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle saying, damn us for flying around and catching up all the birds. Right? I know. Apparently, like I said, white people have been hoarding all the birds, and we need to answer for this. Ryden Dirtalama saying parakeets, Johnny. Well, that's just one bird. Again, the problem is they don't have enough bird diversity. They need more bird diversity. And look, they're squawking about it pretty. The whole thing was a pile of. I didn't expect to get this much traction out of the bird diversity story. They're segregating the goddamn birds.
I want these people segregated.
And it starts with segregating their birds. God damn it, bird reparations. Caw is the law, says Rusty Grammar. Apparently, caw is the law, but so long as that caw is responsible within racial parameters. Caw is the law so long as we're all white. White caw is the law. I do so. That no POC get the birds. They are all mine. No. What we're saying is they have birds. They just don't have bird diversity. Nobody's saying they don't have birds. They eat chicken all the time. They just don't have bird diversity. So no turkey or goose. The blackbirds keep all the others out. Right, that's what it is. It's these blackbirds. They're racist. These racist blackbirds. And it's not really that they keep the other birds out. It's just they keep looting. Why are these bird feeders all food deserts? I don't know. Because you guys keep stealing from them. All right. No, actually, it's the squirrels. That one's the squirrel. Cocoa birds, says Riding Dirty Llama. Yes, 313, indeed, Redbeard. Still miss you, buddy. Bird is the word. Where everyone's, as everybody's heard. Oh, yeah. I got thrown on that. The blackbirds don't let the white birds steal food from the black house bird owners. See, the problem is the white birds are allowed to take the bird feed from all the bird food in the city, but the black birds are looked down upon whenever they step into the suburbs. God damn it. There was one little bit, a story about how stupid is this that they believe in bird segregation. I've gotten way too much mileage out of it now. I'm ashamed. I'm going to have to leave the bird story at some point, and it's just, it's for the birds. Thank you for the channel points. And, but suburbs, Jesus, Johnny. Right? That means it's time to move on. I command a shart. Well, you did. Not stupid. Birds are smart. They know what they do. I think Rabin's drunk. All right. Nope. Working. Yep. You got your shart. I think somebody missed a fuck off earlier. I think missed a I think I
fuck off.
All right. Anyways, so this story is catching up from one I covered with Aaron yesterday. If you didn't see that episode, I'm always awesome on the Steel Toe Show. You should always watch when I'm on the Steel Toe Show. It's a great time. Nearly $20,000 have been raised for this ex-bus driver. The bus driver we're talking about apparently mistakenly drank a White Claw on the job, and they fired her for being drunk on the job, even though she wasn't in any sort of accident. There was no actual drunken behavior. She just, again, had an alcoholic beverage sitting in her cup holder. And they kicked this poor cancer victim to the curb. And as a result, nearly $20,000 raised. So again, the school bus driver caught drinking on the job, drinking a White Claw, thought it was just a seltzer and didn't realize the mistake is oh, wait a minute. Will not face charges because the police believe her story that she grabbed a hard seltzer without realizing it was alcoholic. The 60-year-old driver, Amal Hanna, told News 12 Long Island that she is Long Island, that she is teetotal because she's undergoing chemotherapy for cancer, which also leaves her unable to taste if drinks are alcoholic. She said she grabbed a White Claw from the fridge she shares with a roommate in Hippogog. Weekapog. Maybe that's what it is. Thinking she was drinking a regular fruit-flavored seltzer while driving kids home from Smithtown High School West on Wednesday. She said transporting the children every day was the bright spot in her life. I love the kids. I love my company. I go in the morning so happy, see the kids, say good morning to you, how are you, give them a big smile, adding that it makes my life happy when I see the kids going to school happy. A parent who spoke to the news described her as so sweet, saying she was always kind to the students. Yeah, she was also a bush. I can't imagine she would ever do anything to harm them, the parent said. I think it was a very honest mistake. Miss Hannah has been a beloved bus driver for 15 years. The children on her bus said she is the kindest woman who was like a grandma to them. She is undergoing chemotherapy and made an honest mistake that cost her her job. My children were on the bus that day. They knew the circumstances had to be a mistake. Emotionally and financially, she needs help. Please take a moment to watch her story and consider helping her to recover in peace. As a result, nearly $20,000 has been raised so far for Hannah, and that amount will only grow. I say we don't stop until this thing hits 6 figures. I mean, I don't know if I want to do that. Anyhow, yeah, I'm glad that she got $20,000, and I'm glad that there's no charges being pressed or anything like that. But she's not facing any charges. But come on, man. Can't maybe drinking Bush. She should have had herself a Minnesota Gold. Look, no, seriously. She was drinking a White Claw. It'd be one thing if they caught her drunk. They caught her because she was drinking a White Claw and she had it in the cup holder. Because, again, she was so not aware that that was an alcoholic beverage that she had it. Like, dude, you can say what you want about alcoholics, but if it's an alcoholic beverage, they're going to hide it. All right? I've known a couple of different alcoholic people, and it's not very subtle, but there's at least some sort of effort, right? You'll smell it on them, whatever. Plus, White Claws, if she's got a drinking problem and she's going to drink on the job, you're not bringing a White Claw, all right? They kicked the proverbial can down the road, says Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. Oh. Fall in the grave. My tweeter we eat, my tweeter grab a seed. Again, the bird story. I didn't realize I should have penciled that much time for the bird story, but I looked over there and that was probably something put in there a while ago and I didn't catch it. And the bear wolf is a genetically modified hybrid that was created in a Russian laboratory and accidentally released into the wild by climate activists. Is that true too, Fall in the Great? Now I want to look into that. And Mr. Q saying, now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever seen a black person go duck hunting. Right, because black people are afraid to go duck hunting because it's walk around in the fields with a bunch of white people with guns. They're smart, all right? They know not to be there. It's like people being in the water. Sharks exist for a reason. Don't go there. DMN, when I was younger, our bus driver needed at least 1.5 to be able to drive, and he did fine. No accidents in 132 years. 12 years. All right. Weird. Don't know if I read all that. My bad. Hey, whatever. I think we got the gist of it. We had a couple of teachers and bus drivers growing up that gimmicked up their coffee or whatever. They had their water bottle, but nobody ratted them out because they were cool and totally fine / functioning. No harm, no foul. Mr. Tassinelli, why are you pouring water into your coffee? Well, it's just the coffee's a little strong. I like to water mine down. Yeah, but then you get really red-faced and sleepy. So, yeah, I mean, it's, you pecking at me? You pecking at me? You better watch where you pointing that beak, bitch. Thank you, Fallen the Great. Alrighty. So, yes, again, the bird story, still getting way too much traction out of that one. And I'm glad that I'm glad that drunken bus lady is gonna get her $20,000. Good for her. That's gotta suck, man. Losing that job. It's all she had in the world. How is she going to fight through her cancer now? Yeah, kind of weird when it's sophomore year and the gym coach is still declaring nap time. All right, guys. So thank you, Lab Glass, for the sticker and the 100 bits. Let's check where we are at on the sticker party situation, just so we know. Almost halfway there, 600 bits away from a sticker party. If you want to show some support to the show and have a little bit of fun, feel free to peruse through the stickers. We got some Halloween holiday ones right now, which is super duper fun. I need to get off my lazy ass and make some more because I definitely have sound drops. I just don't have the sticker parts. Mikey saying, I'm here. I made it. Yes, you did. And we've reached our goal for the day, so we've got a lovely program going till 5:30. So you've got an hour and 15 left to enjoy here in this here show. And then after that, anything we get, including those bits and stuff from that sticker there, Lab Glass, thank you very much, is going to go towards the goal on Friday.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, I actually had just finished, so you're right on time. But thank you for asking. Again, halfway to a sticker party. Let's just get these second hour stories. Are we all done with these? Yep, we're all done with the second hour stories. Again, the bus driver's good, the birds are racist, and that's it. Actually, you missed a hell of a good informational story on birds. So I suggest you go back and watch that later, Mikey. Happened about fucking, I don't know how long before here. They kicked the Yep, we covered that one. All right, so we've got all of our chats caught up watching the Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble chats. If you say it on Twitch and YouTube, it'll pop up on the screen. If you say it on Rumble, we'll read it. We'll see it. But thank you for being here on all of those platforms. Our Hour 3 stories that we have, we'll pull the audio down here. One thing we're going to be talking about, McDonald's is changing up their menu. We're going to be talking about something they're doing to that. Or wait, no, this is a nutritionist thing. Never mind. I feel like if you want to eat healthy, you shouldn't be eating at McDonald's. I thought they were adding a nutritionist menu. Oh, shit. We have a short from Ryan Long that he's got some breaking news on the Mia Khalifa stuff, and I don't want to steal that from him, so I figure we'll just do that. We're going to catch up on the Asian murder hornets. I don't know if you remember those, but we'll bring you up on it. And a man shut down a Ferris wheel on a Santa Monica pier, and that story is going to be really interesting. So we'll get to that, and we have to do this and do that and do that. There we go. Boom. And the audio's back up. Writing Dirty Llama going, yeah, McDonald's and nutrition in the same sentence, right? Those two don't go together, and we know that. We know it. We all know it, all right? You can't pull the wool over my eyes, asshole. So let's, oh, sweet Jesus. So, healthier options at McDonald's, according to nutritionists. I just sorry. Catherine Carnatz, a Rhode Island-based registered dietitian and owner of Nutrition Education RD, said many McDonald's food items are high in saturated fat, cholesterol, added sugar, and salt. Yeah, like all of them. But by ordering carefully from the menu and not making the fast food chain a regular part of your routine, you can opt for better for your alternatives. Apple. Okay, so you're saying go for the apple slices. Great. The Egg McMuffin is allowed. The McCrispy and the classic McDonald's hamburger. That's it. After that, we've got problems. See, I think the problems are you're looking at McDonald's for healthy food. You can't look there for healthy food, all right? It's not what we do at McDonald's. And by the way, it's about to be 4:20 here, so we're about to roll into that 4:20 thing. And so when it rolls over for you, you can be part of it if you want to do that. People enjoy that shit, so let's do that shit where everyone gets to have fun and we all get to smoke a little together. Because it's legal in the state now, and I'm grateful for that. And quite frankly, in this economy, God damn it, it helps. I mean, not from a financial standpoint, but just from a, greasing and salving the wound. And about, I think now we're about to roll over. See, we hit it. Right on time. There we go. So again, you don't want to go to McDonald's on a regular basis and be healthy. There's no healthy option. All right? McDonald's isn't health food. You're a piece of shit. You're eating at McDonald's, all right? That's why you went there, all right? That's why you went there. And I need this one on video. Let's see if we have a video for this, because I'm tired of reading stories. I'm sick of it, God damn it. I feel like I should have had better video options. You all right, Alucard? Look like you're limping a little there, buddy. I'm going to have to take you to the vet. All right, and that's why I need tips, guys. Alucard has to go to the vet, and I need tips. All right, so what were we saying? Let's see if we have huge alligator guarfish. That's from 2 years ago. Nope, nothing. I got nothing on this story other than the one we have. Fuck it. I guess we'll do this. Alrighty, so a person in Texas caught a monster 283-pound alligator guarfish. Or gar. Alligator garfish. I was guar. Alligator garfish in Texas, and it could end up setting 2 fishing records. So, an angler and professional guide may have broken 2 fishing records after they reeled in a massive alligator garfish. Art Weston, a Kentucky resident, went to East Texas to catch the alligator gar with the help of an expert guide and fisherman, Captain Kirk Kirkland. Does Kirk Kirkland own any money in the Kirkland products that are sold at Costco? I am Captain Kirk Kirkland. Let me guess, of the USS Enterprise. He's Captain Kirk. Kirkland is a full-time fisherman and apparently a captain and an alligator gar guide. He can be found on the water 250 days of the year, he told Fox News Digital. On September 2nd, Weston joined Captain Kirkland on his boat, Garship Enterprise. Oh my God, he's leaning in. Damn it, I'm starting to like him. Garship Enterprise. And went out to Lake Sam Rayburn in the hope of catching a 130-pound fish. It's one of the species that people travel from every corner or every country in the world to fish for, and we have the best population here in the Trinity River, Kirkland said. All right, this picture is not good enough. You don't get most of the fish in it. Oh, wait, never mind. We do. Okay, so the fish in question is that big son bitch. Just a giant fucking monster, man. Jesus. That fish could eat somebody. Mr. Q saying, that was a really good DSP impersonation, but you forgot to mention that you haven't had enough money to put on the vest tonight. I have not had time to watch DSP lately. He became a thing on the show, and when he became a thing on Aaron's show, I got burnt out on him, and now I'm just like, yeah, he's gonna beg for money again. So the vest thing, he caught Aaron? No way. No, Aaron goes to McDonald's every day. No, I'm not talking about that. We're talking about the alligator garfish, 280 pounds. That would have been if someone caught a loaf piggy. Alrighty, so big ass motherfucking fish. Is that fish racist? I don't think so. I would certainly hope not. Alrighty, the two men were fishing with a 6-pound line and needed a place that offered a sandy bottom with minimal snags, which is why Lake Sam Rayburn is the perfect choice. The drawback of this area was that there would be fewer fish, Weston said. I was willing to take that trade-off to see if we could get records, he said. Oh, my God. After fighting for nearly 2 hours and 45 minutes, they reeled in the 283-pound alligator gar. Jesus. Weston and Kirkland set up 2 reels with cut bait and placed them in their rod holders. Now I have a boner. Before flipping the bait runners. Then all was left to do was wait for a pull. The anglers successfully reeled in 2 gars after setting up, but things started to slow down before they caught their record-breaking treasure. All of a sudden, one of the reels started to scream. The fish just grabbed the bait and absolutely took off in a straight line, Weston recalled. He and Kirkland fought the alligator nonstop for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I remember yelling, "Oh my God, that is a monster." It's pretty exhausting to catch fish like that, Kirkland noted. He kept the boat right beside the fish as Weston held constant pressure on the line. Both men knew they were dealing with something large, but it wasn't until the 2 hour and 20-minute mark that they realized how massive it really was. I said, "Kirk, she's coming up." I'm coming up. All right, I said, "Kirk, she's coming up." And he increased the speed a bit, left the wheel, and was ready to land her when she surfaced, Weston said. Oh, ooh, all right. So let's go to the Facebook post. We've got several pictures and a video. Wait a minute. Did they release the fish back into the wild? No, that's a dead one. I gotta believe it. Here's a culmination of my guiding career I have guided my client Art Weston to angler's dream fish. We weighed, measured, and released the largest alligator gar ever caught with rod and reel, and did it on a 6-pound line. So they released him?
Do you want it? We didn't show you a video of releasing her? Here she goes, boys. Do you want it? We didn't show you a video of releasing her? Here she goes, boys. Do you want it? We didn't show you a video of releasing her? Here she goes, boys. Do you want it? We didn't show you a video of releasing her?
Yeah,
Here she goes, boys.
No, stop playing.
Do you want it?
Stop playing on repeat. All right, 1, you should have taken a longer video because your camera never ever zoomed in. It was blurry the whole time. 2, the bigger problem here. You catch and release the fish. So oh, that's one of the fins. So you catch and release the fish. So the fish is quite literally like, what the fuck? They released him like a collared offender in San Francisco. I mean, yeah, kind of. Fish gator. Well, it's a gator fish. Rod holder, bait runner, and a pole. Sorry, mind in the gutter. I mean, we're talking fish. It makes sense. Oh, God. So they released the fish. Then the poor thing is just like, let go of me, motherfucker. Alrighty, so once they returned to land, the anglers took guesses on how much the fish weighed. They were stunned at seeing the number hit 283 pounds. It was a pretty unbelievable accomplishment to have on your books, said Kirkland. The record-breaking fish was 100 inches long and 48 inches around. Weston is set to break both the International Game Fish Association's all-tackle and men's 3K 6-pound line class world records for alligator gar, according to IGFA. The records are both currently pending and under review, announced on Twitter. Art Weston and Captain Kirkland are both passionate conservation-minded anglers who continue to demonstrate that breaking barriers and world records is still possible within the sport of fishing. Jason Schwattweiser, president of the IGFA, told Fox News in a statement. Catches like this are the result of months of meticulous planning and preparation, including and understanding of IGFA angling rules, which promote ethical sport fishing practices. Schwattweiser said that, if approved, the records will beat existing feats that have been held for more than 70 years, resulting in one of the greatest recreational angling achievements to happen this decade. Great. Great. One of the best. Again, you let the thing go. I mean, what's the point? Are you not going to eat it? Is it not good eating? Do you not want to eat the fish? I can't say enough about Captain Kirk. Sure you can. You can say, "Con!" Like, you can do that. That's Captain Kirk. My favorite beer while fishing is Pisswasser. Yeah, there you go. Pisswasser. Who doesn't like drinking a nice Pisswasser, while you're playing GTA 5 and fishing? Can you go fishing in GTA 5? I feel like that's a completely pointless activity in GTA 5. Like, hey, and let's go fishing. Why? It's about stealing cars, selling drugs, making money. You want to sit on a boat and try and catch a fucking fish? What's wrong with you? All right. Anyways, there are not too many guides that will put up with a record hunter and all the effort it takes, but he is the best there is, he added. All right, so you wanted to catch a record-breaking fish, and you did. Well, congratulations to you. But you didn't catch the fish because you let the fish go. So guess who won in the end? The fish did. He got the bait, he got some attention, and then he got released to go home and fuck his fish wife. You know what? You got cucked by a fish. I hope you're happy. That 283-pound fish made you his bitch. That's what happened. Played a lot of GTA 5 golf. I hope you're kidding, Chevy JP. I hope you're kidding. Because I've played GTA 5. I've never played golf. I think I played the video games when I bought an arcade. I played a couple of the video games, but yeah, that's about it. Anyways, that they released him like we covered that one already. Thank you very much. All right, so this next one we have is a video. Fishing with tannerite is rugged as hell, brother. I fished the way my granddaddy did with depth charges. What the fuck? Dude, I thought you said we were going fishing. Why do you have a bandolier of grenades? Because this is how I fish. You pull the pin, ding, 1, 2, dinner is served. I fish with jumper cables and a tractor battery. You're right. You see, everyone does it their own way. Everyone does it their own way. Oh, good God. How far would the electricity go on that, though? The jumper cables and the tractor battery. How far before it would dissipate in the water? Like, the diffuse too much to be of use. You know what? This isn't something we need to be worrying about right now. Oh, wow. Mikey, is that the Quebec method? I've never heard it called that. I've never
When this guy
heard it.
Somebody probably saw Mia Khalifa.
All right, we'll get to that. Yeah, I never heard it called the Quebec method. I bet you swim good. Want to find out, says Chevy JB. I don't actually swim good. I'm good at doing the dead man's float. Water has a weird ability to completely, and I mean completely, just sap all strength out of me. Just, I'm done. Know how to make a dishwasher into a fish locator. Grab her by the ankles and put her in the water. Oh, Johnny Chimpo. That sounds very, very misogynistic and hateful towards women. I can't believe you would treat them like a dishwasher. They're the cook, all right? The kids are the dishwashers. See, because you knock her up and then you make the kid clean up the... Because then you need the kid to be cleaning the dishes because you need him to be out of the room so she can blow you. You just ate. You can't finish off a meal without, busting. All right. Rusty Grammar, I'm not sure you're talking about. I want to come visit you on the farm soon, but the DHS keeps denying my passport. Well, someday. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to this again. This is, again, breaking news on the whole Mia Khalifa thing. And I'd catch you up on it, but actually Ryan Long does a good job of that, too. So we'll just go to his bit here. Again, if you enjoy him, be subscribed to @Ryan Long Comedy like I am, because again, funny stuff on YouTube. But a serious bit here with the news. A rare, serious moment from Ryan.
Was dropped by Playboy after she was celebrating the attack on civilians in Israel by Hamas. The leader of Hamas has actually released a statement on the whole debacle. I got here saying, Mia Khalifa coming out to support us really means the world to us. As you know, it is the official position of Hamas that sex work is real work. And I was just telling one of the hostages today that what Mia has done to advance sex workers, especially queer sex workers, is something that me and the other boys in Hamas are constantly inspired by. I don't want to speak for Allah personally, but I'm sure he would be excited to hear her mention us. Funny story, at Hamas movie night last week, we were just arguing over which of her films has been the most impactful for the movement. And it was hard to choose because they've all been equally empowering and smart too. And as for Playboy dropping Mia, I recently read an article in BuzzFeed that showed what a misogynist Hugh Hefner was. So that whole publication has a little stink on it as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I'm really just, again, we did the bit. Ryan is an artist, no doubt. Yeah, it's hilarious. We made jokes about it. I don't know if it was on the Steel Toe show or if it was on this one. But yeah, you're really not you're not the spokesman for that group, and coming out in favor of it, just wading into that in any way, shape, or form was stupid on her behalf. But then again, she's not exactly an intelligent person. I'm just saying if she was smarter, she would have argued better contracts in the sex work stuff. She wouldn't pull this constant victim stuff. If she was smarter, she would outsmart people. It just like, don't get me wrong, she's a very attractive lady, but I feel like aside from that, empty well. Just saying. But yes, that was Ryan Long's bit, and the best part is he delivers it so fast you can't really like just sit there and laugh at it and enjoy. But if you obviously take 2 seconds to pay attention to it, obviously, yeah, we're making fun of the fact because you're kind of a whore, and that's not what they like, and I'm fine with it. I fully support your whorish ways, but Mia Hamas does not. Sorry. Yeah, and didn't they put like a death threat out on her? Like that is the other weird part. You're supporting Muslim extremists who, like I said, if they met you in real life, I'm pretty sure they would do horrible things to you and then kill you. Just in general, I don't think they're going to treat you nicely. They're not going to tell you what big fans they are. I am subscribed to your OnlyFans. No, that's not how that's going. That's not how that's going. But yeah, and I love the whole like, and Allah would be tickled if she mentioned him. I think she's maybe a Litchfield 5. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. She's I mean, if that's a Litchfield 5, I need to start shopping in Litchfield, because let's see, Mia. There we go, Mia Khalifa. I just wanted to look up Mia Khalifa. I don't need Mia Khalifa lyrics. What? All right, images. Let's go images. Holy crap, this one's ugly. I take it back. She's not that attractive. Those eyebrows are a problem. Because, I gotta say, I opened this page. I found this picture. And, no. Okay, like, you look kind of dudeish. I'm sorry. And I feel like the boobs aren't real. The boobs don't seem real to me. They don't seem real. They seem aftermarket. Prove me wrong. Thank you. Those caterpillars are creeping up on you in the middle of the night. She isn't ugly, but far from my type. Look, I was gonna say, like, I see a lot of pictures of her wearing the glasses, and she has her hair down, and it kind of camouflaged the caterpillars. I'm gonna be honest. Now that I'm seeing what's here, I'm like, no. So again, she's not like unattractive. She just, I mean, slump buster. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert, I'd put Mia Khalifa in the slump buster thing. Like, I'd do that to bust the slump. I like my women like I like my countertops. Sturdy. I like my women like I like my furniture. Reclinable. Yeah, just again, Mia Khalifa is not really oh my god, she auctions her glasses from her adult films to support Lebanon. Fucking hilarious. I want her cum glasses. Why? Like, other dudes nutted on them. There's nothing miraculous about that. Oh. Anyways. So, moving on. Rusty Grammar. I like my women standing at my countertop doing their job. Oh, wow. Can she make a good sandwich, says Was Fill Some Holes. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have not tasted or seen. Any evidence confirming or denying the Mia Khalifa sandwich? I have no idea on the state of the Mia Khalifa sandwich. Pit hair? Question marks. Probably. She's Lebanese. That actually wouldn't bother me. Armpit hair doesn't bother me. You know what bothered me? The eyebrows on the face and the face without glasses. When I realized that that's the way she looks without glasses on, I was like, oh, you always need glasses or you look weird. Odd. Anyhow, we got 45 minutes left in the show. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle saying beer goggle mode off. Okay, back on. Oh, Lord, yeah. All right, they released in collateral. Just say what you say and say they both suck. Yeah, I mean, say they both suck, you know? The idea of, like, disparaging one or the other, in my opinion, at this rate. Like I said, when anyone says anything to me with regards to the whole situation in Israel and Hamas, can we just get rid of both of them and be done with it? That's where I'm at. Can we get rid of Israel and Hamas and just... here's the thing. Every single religion says it's the one true religion. And every single religion that goes back to early civilization traces its roots to humanity's overall origin point, which is in the Middle East. So as a result, everyone thinks that that's their holy land. And you can't convince them otherwise. Why? Because in order to convince them otherwise, you have to start with the whole, well, I mean, but did God make this land specially for you? No, this is our holy land where our God resides, where God wants us to be. Like where all of the pieces of our religion began. Right, because it started there. But again, the idea that you have to go there. I'm sorry, man. Have you heard the phrase, you can never go home again? Well, that's the... I feel like you'd end that conflict really, really quick if you walked into the middle of it and be like, all right, why do you need to live here? Well, this is our holy land. All right. Well, why does it belong to you and not them? Well, because our God is the one true God. All right. So what about the fact that neither one of them exist? And then just watch them both turn on you. So holy. Bombing, shelling, graping, unaliving, real fucking holy. Right. This is where my atheist side gets a boner, all right? So you're telling me that you both believe in the one true God, but the one true God is totally cool with the imposter just sitting on your doorstep and doing nothing about it. No, they need you to do something about it. So again, you perpetrate these horrible acts upon humanity. The rest of us, like, there's a whole planet, all right? So just like, I mean, we have to have this one corner, this one piece, this one spot. I'm like, but do you though? Egg picker. Well said. Thank you. I felt it was. Alrighty. So, like I said, you're not going to convince either side that their religion is fake, and each religion says this is our land and this is where this land belongs to us because it's the home of our religion. So the problem is never going to solve itself. So I say, take the toy away from... This is how, as an adult, when you have two kids that can't get along and they start, as someone said, as they start graping and unaliving each other over the war, you go, no, we take away the toy. If you can't behave, you can't have the toy. And the toy is either religion or it's Israel. So I'm just saying they either give up religion and keep the Middle East, or they give up the Middle East and keep religion. One of the two. Well, I'm fine either way. I think most of us will be good either way. But each religion also says they are the one true God. Right, Egg Picker? Because it's almost like each religion needs you to believe that theirs is the only one, because if you had options, you might not stick around with it and everything that it asks of you. But don't worry, they're only selling you on your afterlife, so if you don't like it, you can come back from the dead and demand a refund. I'd almost respect it if they pitched it that way. Like, hey, man, look, if what I'm saying about religion isn't true, you can come back from the dead and tell me to go fuck myself. And it's never happened. Why? Because what I'm saying is true. I have not had one zombie rise and walk into this church and say,
go fuck yourself.
Nose itch is getting me something fierce. Muhammad is a pervert. His lust for 70 virgins is disturbing too. Well, Rusty Grammar, your opinion has been noted. I can't say much to or for against it. I would just say I don't know about the book specifically, the text, but I will say the overall act of the Catholic Church. I'm just saying nobody's good in this. All right, and then if we're gonna talk about the Zionistic Church for a minute, the moil and the act of sucking baby dicks, I have got a problem with that, and it's weird. All right, hey Johnny, can we check out the Iron Claw Wrestling movie trailer? Here is a link. Looks good. I saw something about that. I did. And St. Caesar, I think we can maybe give it a minute. We'll see if anyone says yay or nay on that. Jews used to bite baby dicks before they go. Egg Picker, I'm hoping that is not true. All right, that's a horrible rumor, right? Like knives and things were like sharp implements were a thing before religion. I refuse to believe. I don't want to know if that was true, and it certainly better not be true today. That is Catholicism isn't Christianity either. They idolize Mary, not the Son. Sin number one. I could keep going, but I won't. I just say overall, look, I don't need religion to be a decent person and do good things. I don't do it thinking that this is going to affect my afterlife. In fact, ironically enough, and here's a spoiler alert because I apparently didn't have therapy today and it's bothering me. I actually have a tendency to believe I'm a person who's suffering for some sort of reason. So overall, like for me, if there's an up or a down, I'm kind of like on the path of like, oh, I'm probably going down. Zac Efron is in it, and he does a good job in the trailer. Well, again, that's one person saying we should check it out. Maybe we'll give it a minute. I don't know. We've been going off about a bunch of stuff, but we have 3 stories left from our third hour stuff. What do we want to do? That one we're going to do for sure. This one we're going to do for sure. So we'll do these 3. And then we'll get to that, and then we'll go to any overtime stuff. And that's how we'll shake out the end of the show. All right, so remember a couple years back when COVID was dying down, we were running out of stuff to be afraid of, so the new thing to fear was the murder hornets. Remember, the murder hornets were going to fucking get us. Not only were the murder hornets going to infiltrate and perpetuate all over America, and again, the reason they call them murder hornets is because their sting is so severe that a couple of them can kill, and it's dangerous, and oh my God, we've got a problem. Murder hornets. It's going to be the new, what is it? What are the killer bee? It's going to be the new killer bee. It's going to take out everything. We have to be afraid. God, call nobody else Father but me. Catholics, forgive me, Father, but I have sinned. Yes, but you see, actually, there's an explanation for that, Egg Picker. In those instances, the priest or the pastor is stepping in place of God. He's a stand-in. He's a surrogate. He's a what would you call it? A straw man for God. And if that isn't a clue to how maybe the religion is kind of using it to make you just do what they say. I'm just saying again, look, I don't go to church. I just live by the word. Why can't everyone just respect each other even if they look different or have different values than your own? How does it affect you if everyone just fucked off and watched their own bobber? War wouldn't exist. You're exactly right, Rusty Grammar, and you and I are in complete agreement on that. I also don't go to church. I don't even live by the word. I live by the general sense of empathy I have, which, as I've learned from repeated exposure to stories of news and just people in general, I apparently am way more empathetic than a lot of people, and so overall, I feel bad for deer, so it just in general, yeah. But you're always going to have people who don't give a fuck. It's just going to be it's just going to be, there's always going to be a field of dicks. Ask Mia Khalifa. All right. So as I was saying, if you remember the Asian murder hornets, we were supposed to be afraid. We were supposed to be worried. They were going to be dangerous for us. They were going to destroy all the honeybees, and we were going to be screwed. The murder hornets were going to ruin us. We were going to die. We're going to lose our pollinators to the murder hornets. Bumblebees are hitting back at Asian hornets with apparently top-tier combat skills. So with honeybees, the hornets do something called hawking, hovering outside the bee's nest and attacking returning foragers as they fly past, said Dr. Thomas O'Shea Weller at the University of Exeter. But we recorded hornets doing the same thing to bumblebees, but with a surprising difference that in our observations, they were entirely unsuccessful. Bumblebees have top-tier combat skills when targeted by Asian hornets, reveals new research. Buff-tailed bumblebees drop to the ground when hornets attack, carrying the pests down with them, according to the findings. Hornets lose their grip as they drop, or the bees raise its sting and fights until the hornet gives up. Stunned, scientists at the University of Exeter witnessed 120 attacks that took the same course, with the bee triumphing each time. So the bumblebees can beat the shit out of the murder hornets. So wait a minute, we have a video of this? Bumblebee versus an Asian hornet. So this is a bumblebee versus an Asian hornet. All right, I'll give it a look. Let's doot. So the Asian hornet can't do shit. The bumblebee's just fighting him off. And then the bumblebee's going to book it? Or is he going to sting him and leave? I'm amazed you're just watching this. I'd be too tempted to step on them. But that's me. So again, the bumblebee just fights him off, stings the shit out of him. Whatever. The Asian hornet can't get it done. Well, good for that. So again, the B vids are greater than X vids. Well, they do come first. Egg picker saying go B. That's a scary video to have right there. Argyle trailer. I don't even know what Argyle is. Anyways, there's a couple of different things when voice actors get paid enough. Baldur's Gate 3. All right, I have no idea how. That is weird. Okay, so we have a couple other videos. I am getting sidetracked. A win for the Autobots, says Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. So melt the polar ice caps and flood that bitch. I don't think that's how that would work, but okay. I never got any virgins. But what about the Jewbirds? Are they diverse enough? I mean, you mean the birds in their communities? Probably most communities, they're white when they want to be. All right, that depends on the definition is the problem. Okay, you mean of religion? Okay. I have no idea. Stop Asian hate. I think you're taking that the wrong way. You mean like stop Asian aggression, whereas stop Asian hate means stop hatred for Asians. So that video you'd be rooting for the Asian hornet then, if you were. But again, the instigator. So yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and close that out. So again, I just feel like maybe the bees are not the ones that we need to worry about. It seems like they're having troubles. Anyhow, we have a story here. A guy shut down a Santa Monica pier after a man claiming to have a bomb climbed into the Ferris wheel. The problem is he climbed into the middle of the Ferris wheel, and while shouting about his bomb threats, they couldn't hear him. So, but let's go to the video here. Dude, this is a horrible video. You filming this with a GoPro? So, again, the man climbed to the middle of this Ferris wheel, claiming to have a bomb. How much do you want to bet? We'll read the information that we have with it. How much do you want to bet this goes back to Israel and Hamas, and he was a Hamas supporter or an Israel supporter? All right, anyways. So again, I'm wagering Hamas, by the way, just if we're clear. This is from another angle. The guy just standing at the middle of the Ferris wheel. Again, the scary part of this is you're in the middle of the Ferris wheel. Why don't they just turn it on? And if he keeps like staying in position, speed it up. Eventually he'll fall out and you can just like wrangle him up. Can't hit a bomb if he's... Alrighty, so let's get the information. Authorities closed a Santa Monica pier after a man climbed onto a Ferris wheel and claimed to be carrying a bomb, police officials said Monday. At about 4:45 p.m., Santa Monica police posted that no bomb had been found. The suspect is in custody and will be transported to a local hospital for evaluation. So then you really should have just turned it on and just let it spin. According to one media report, though, the suspect may have been attempting to make demands of some kind during the incident, but police were unable to hear what he was saying as he was sitting directly in the center of the 85-foot-tall ride. Again, turn it on. Turn it on. Egg picker. Imagine thinking blowing up a Ferris wheel will show anyone anything. Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. Look, some people, that's what they have. They have a Ferris wheel in their community and a plan. But here, think of it. You went there, you made the bomb threats, but you didn't bring a bullhorn? I mean, come on. How are we supposed to know what you're going to do? We can't hear a word you're saying. You're screaming till you're blue in the face and nobody heard a thing. You gave out your whole manifesto and you got arrested, and all we heard was... All right, now you got to come down off the Ferris wheel. Right. And we're going to bring you down off the Ferris wheel. They answered back with a bullhorn, right? Like, we can't hear a fucking word you're saying. How about you come down here and talk to us, over? Bullhorns are on Amazon. Fair, cheap. Yeah, see? Since 2020, life since 2020 is messed up, GTA game. Yeah, I mean, kind of. He said bong. They misheard him. Oh, he said bong. He had a bong. Oh. Well, now that you say that, bongs and Ferris wheels, they go together. All right? Those two belong together. Bongs and Ferris wheels. All right, so again, bomb threats on a Ferris wheel, fake. We don't know what his demands were because he couldn't make them in a in an audible sense. We simply couldn't hear him. What? Turn it up? Okay, what? Faster? Okay. Thank you, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. Right? And that's how you should have dealt with it. You just turn on the Ferris wheel and he starts screaming for you to stop. What's he gonna do? What you gonna do when the Ferris wheel starts rolling over you, brother? Urgh. Okay. Libs of TikTok have put a new video up. Now, I'll subscribe to them. No, I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I don't want to do that. So apparently, two individuals perform a sexually themed show in BDSM gear in front of students at Oak Grove High School. Now, it's in front of a high school. Why? This is. And the person filming this has titled it, quote, best pep rally to ever exist. 30 seconds. 30 seconds of this video. How bad could 30 seconds be, really? He said as he reminded himself that's an empty water bottle that you keep trying to drink from. All right, so best pep rally to ever exist. No audio? What the heck is this? So, there's two of you dressed like Catwoman? Why? I need to know. All right, people are laughing, people are filming, and I have no audio. Why do I have no audio on this, you asshole? They're not lumpy pillows, ass. People call because they can't get their pillow or because they need to reach Mike Lindell. That's why they call. They don't call because the pillows are lumpy. They're not lumpy pillows, ass. Okay, so one of them is dressed like Batman, the other one's dressed like Catwoman, and I still, no audio is making this the creepiest silent movie I've ever seen. What the is going on here? Why was this allowed to happen? All right, now we've got... So I'm guessing those two changed their costumes and came out for part 2? What the heck is this and who approved it? Somebody should be in trouble. This is not, I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. This is not, I really feel like while this is going on, what I would love to hear while this is happening is I'd really love for someone to scream,
"Go fuck yourself." Go.
No, not him, yourself. Again, people are smiling. People are laughing. I don't think anyone's taking this seriously. Again, what the heck was this? I don't have enough information now. I really don't. That is, without a doubt, one of the creepiest things to see. And I have no other information on what. This is a high school in Midway, North Carolina. Why? I now need to know more. Would you like to know more? Yes, I would. I want to know why they're doing that. Are they not students? The drag queen is a student that doesn't look like they identify as such. I mean, let's see if we can Google and find anything. All right, so news on it. Community outraged. I don't want to log in. Community outraged over lewd pep rally at Oak Grove High School. Parents and members of the community are expressing outrage over video circulated online of a performance by students at a pep rally. Okay, so that's a performance by students. So I'm guessing that is a performance by I'm guessing LGBT students. This is where the whole where the drag shows thing, where the like letting that happen thing, where I think it sets a bad tone, where now stuff like that is considered okay to do because hey, it's highly sexualized, but I'm a person of the alphabet variety. We're allowed to do highly sexualized public stuff because again, pride rallies, fucking pride in general, just everything about the LGBT movement publicly is about who you fuck and fucking, and just are the parents outraged that students are dressed in dresses are making fun of drag queens? Are they making fun of drag queens or are they doing a lewd show? I don't know. It's a partial video posted to social media that shows male students dressed in a black Catwoman outfit and simulating a lap dance on Batman. Yeah, Batman who's got a collar around his neck, by the way. The whole thing is embarrassed, whatever. I mean, yeah, they're embarrassed. I didn't realize I raised no damn pillow biter up in this house. Well, as long as, well, I'm Mike Lindell. As long as they buy a My Pillow. It's a horrible Mike Lindell. People don't call for lumpy pillows. Ass. Alrighty, so let's clear that out. We have the trailer that Sane Caesar wanted us to play. I do a lot for Sane Caesar, apparently. Yeah. Let's give this a go. The Iron Claw. This is a movie that has I'm a spoiler. I have no idea what this has anything to do with. I know nothing about this. Nothing.
Ever since I was a child, people said my family was cursed. Mom tried to protect us with God. Pop tried to protect us with wrestling. He said if we were the toughest, the strongest, nothing had ever hurt us. I believed him. We all did.
Morning.
Pants tomorrow, please, David.
Perry, I want you to join your brothers in the ring.
Yes, sir. I love that.
Now, we all know Kerry's my favorite, then Kev, then David, then Mike. But the rankings can always change.
What do you want in life, Kevin Von Erich?
More ribs? I want to be with my family. You know, be with my brothers.
What do you like to do with your brothers?
Zac Efron got fucking jacked in a half for this, by the way, because he's fucking ripped.
Together, we can do anything.
We're here to restore justice to the Wrestling Federation that our father built with his own two hands. The hands that were passed down to us. The hands that will deliver the Iron Claw to you.
So what do you think?
I have no idea what any of this is about, by the way.
I love your family, Kevin.
You gonna be an uncle?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, that makes me so happy.
I'll talk to you about something tomorrow. Dad's too tough on us. You gotta say something.
Baby, that's what your brothers are for.
Feel that? You feel that? That's pressure.
You're pushing too hard.
I'm fine, Kev. Seriously, I'm just sick.
I'm scared, man. It all out of control.
I again know what none of this is about.
I should have stopped him.
Okay, whose job is it to do this? Okay, oh, it's me. Sir, not anymore. I don't know what you're talking about, Danger Wolf. My Pillow 2.0. Johnny, get it right. Oh, it's My Pillow 2.0. Damn it, I didn't know that. Now I'm gonna go back up on the screen thing. Fritz was a horrible human. Fucking kick-ass Con Eric movie. The one guy is from Shameless. Yeah, I know the one guy is from Shameless. I'm impressed by the guy from Shameless and like I said, fucking Zac Efron. Like, they're really jacked.
I should have stopped him. I need to think about my family.
Your job is to wrestle. Live up to that deal, or we are through. I told you to look out for him!
I just love being out there with you guys. It's the only thing that matters to me.
Honor will forever be the greatest family in the history of wrestling.
Again, I have no idea what any of that's about. AEW World Champion MJF is in it too. Well, that's cool. I'd see why he's a wrestler. I feel like movie looks good, says Sandy Squatch, one of the original families of wrestling. Yeah, as someone who doesn't know a lot about the history, yeah, I mean, Aaron might go nuts on that. I, quite frankly, like, it doesn't look like a bad movie. I'm more blown away by Zac Efron. My Dildo 2.0, says Egg Picker. Okay. WCCW. I thought it was just WCW. And now what's Oh My God, Holy Shit? I'm catching up with Riding Dirty Llama. Is she behind in the show? I have no idea. We have The Wrestler was good. The Wrestler was a good movie, but I don't think, like, The Wrestler wasn't a specific biography, right? Like, it was like a collection of wrestler stories, and it used to world-class championship wrestling. See, so there was a WCCW? I only knew of WCW. So, like, because, yeah, like, me learning about the territory stuff and all that, I was talking about the lap dance. Oh, okay, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. But yeah, Riding Dirty Llama. I learned about, like, the territory stuff and things like that. I just Labglass saying, watch The Dark Side of the Ring on the family, and the movie will take a shit. So I guess he's not a fan of the movie. Not a fan. All right. We have like 10 minutes left. Let's load a couple of overtime things. Let's pull the audio down here while we grab those. Pull a couple of these up to fill some time in the show. Oh, dude! In fact, I want to do this. But that might be too long. That is like 10 minutes long. I'd have to like just straight play it. Let's see if there's this is like 12 minutes, so that's definitely too long. All right, let's see what we got here. And what's this one? Oh, dude, Tom Segura lost touch with reality from our buddy Too Lazy to Try. That's another one that's a little lengthy, so we might want to put the old kibosh on there. Hey, don't play. All right, let me do this. Let me do my job, damn it. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Number 4. Let's see. We gotta. Hey, if we take enough time, the show will be over by when you load this shit. Jesus Christ. Jim Levy, Freedom official music video. I don't even know why that's in the list. What the heck is that doing in the list? A music video? Why is that there? What's wrong with the pillows? What's wrong with the pillows we got? Pillows we got sleep pretty good. All right, we did that one yesterday. All right, so let's drop that. And I can't believe I put that one in there twice. Nope. Mope. There we go. All right, so at Harvey All, Lab Glass is saying that Dark Side of the Ring is awesome. Yeah, I think Dark Side of the Ring is probably awesome. Oh, he's saying the movie won't be truthful. Interesting. Yeah, then I might want to see that before I watch the movie. But I also don't really, like, no offense, I don't really care about the movie. I just I don't know about all of this stuff. I feel if I got invested in it, maybe. Like I said, for me, the big thing was Zac Efron in that. Wow, that guy, like, I used to bag on that guy, but that actor, like, literally, like, he's grown as an actor. He's done a lot of stuff, but he really, like, he transformed himself for that role. So interesting. Let's get into this. We're kind of just going to play this for the most part. This is Ariel Helwani is the start of this. He's going to be talking about Dana White's power slap. This is the history of slap fighting. Is this muted? Oh.
It's not funny at the end of the day. Like, it's absurd and it's stupid.
And why it's a problematic moved it to accommodate this slap crap, this nonsense.
Barbaric comedy, but it's not funny at the end of the day. Like, it's absurd and it's stupid.
And why it's a problematic money grab by greedy promoters.
Perhaps the most absurd and senseless sport in the world is about to go mainstream.
But this is not my cup of tea.
Speaking of tea, the word slap was first recorded in England around 1632 and refers to the act of striking a person with the open palm of the hand. The purpose of a slap is often to humiliate more than injure, and a slap in the face is a common idiom dating back to the late 1800s that means to rebuke, rebuff, or insult.
Richard! Did Davy Jones make this video? I'm sorry. That sounds like the sexy voice of Davy Jones. Oh, of course, we're showing the Will Smith slap because the Will Smith Chris Rock slap has to be part of any discussion of slaps from here on out. We have to include the Will Smith Chris Rock slap.
Oh, wow! Get my name out your fucking mouth! Wow, dude!
It has rarely been utilised as a weapon for knocking someone unconscious. After all, it's far harder to generate the same amount of force as a punch or kick. But this is exactly the crux of why slapping competitions have begun to grab the world's attention. It truly is a Russian roulette as to when someone will be sparked out cold. There is no guarantee. According to Black Belt magazine, slap competitions seem to have originated in Russia. It has been...
All right, so Russia's the reason we have slap fighting competitions. Not surprising. Was Phil Simone. I thought Baron von Rushki was the claw. Non-slap. What do you mean non-slap? I don't know what you mean by non-slap.
Claimed that strongmen alternated between slapping each other until someone fell unconscious or gave up. The sport then spread into Eastern Europe, with it being popularised from a series of viral videos starring 375-pound Russian sensation Vasily Kamotysky, known
as the Slapper.
As Dumpling, Kamotysky was seen in one video knocking a massive opponent unconscious to win 30,000 rubles or roughly $475. From around 2020 onwards, punch-down events have taken place in cities across Poland, which has played a major role in seeing the sport gradually.
Of course, Polish people. Oh, you slap each other till you fall. Of course, Polish people fucking bought into the. This is why I hate my Polish side. All right, that's why I'm glad my mom was adopted and she's a goddamn Eastern European fucking melting pot. Because goddamn it, fucking Jesus Christ, really? Will Smith faked it, says Was Fill Some Holes. What? Will Smith faked it? So you're saying Will Smith did to Chris Rock what Jada Pinkett had been doing to Will Smith sexually for years? Oh, jokes. Well, now it's even worse because now you look like a bitch. You faked it, and it really, really didn't go well for you now that your wife has admitted you guys have been living apart this whole time. Polish people, what says Riding Dirty Llama? Polish people leaned into the slap fighting.
Trickle into the Western world. In February 2022, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Logan Paul joined forces to launch the Slap Fighting Championship in the US. The event debuted at the Arnold Sports Festival in Columbus, Ohio between the 2nd and 5th of March 2022. According to the rules, there were 3 rounds with each competitor slapping their opponent once per round. 3 judges then marked the score in order to work out a winner. A knockout was scored if a competitor was unable to continue 30 seconds after being slapped. The event proved to be a success with an abundance of notable highlights.
That jaw. Here we go. Mad Max. Oh! Oh!
If you get too, like, tense in the face and you put that slap on the right way, it's going to shake the brain. But it just... Slap fighting?
Since then, the UFC president Dana White has launched his own version of the show, known as Power Slap. The show was due to premiere on January the 11th, 2023, but was delayed till a week after due to the release of a video in which White slapped his wife.
Again, delay it a week because, you know, the Power Slap League originated out of White's home. I mean, come on, man.
In a Mexican nightclub at a New Year's Eve party. And that, my friends, is irony. Upon airing, the show itself was far less popular than originally anticipated, drawing only 250,000 viewers, whilst its professional wrestling counterpart program, AEW Dynamite, was attracting upwards of 1 million.
All right, again, is that Davy Jones?
Consequently, on the 13th of March 2023, Warner Media and TBS representatives confirmed to media sources that the network will no longer air Power Slap following the first season finale.
Oh, man. Oh.
Is he not dead? Now, in the show's short shelf life, it has received a torrent of criticism and created controversy, primarily concerning the health of the participants. I have already made a video in which I cover chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE, a disease which arises when an individual receives consistent blows to the head, so do check that out if you want an in-depth breakdown of the topic. Anyway, it's believed that this new sport unnecessarily exposes participants to the risk of developing CTE, as they simply wait to be struck without protecting themselves. Many specialists have pointed to one of the show's contestants displaying the fencing response after being struck, an indication of serious brain injury. In addition, a number of combat sport athletes also had a negative view on the ordeal, with boxer and WBC champion Ryan Garcia calling Power Slap a horrible idea and saying it needed to be stopped. Meanwhile, UFC fighter Sean O'Malley stated that he refused to watch Power Slap due to its association with brain injuries. Nevertheless, Dana White fired back at his critics with this.
But in slap, they take 3 to 5 slaps per event. Fighters in boxing take 300 to 400 punches a fight. And guess what? You know,
300 to 400 punches a fight? That seems high. And you just hit another woman there. And guess what? Can you not punch ladies? Can you not slap women for 1 minute, Dana?
my answer to that is, if you don't fucking like it, don't watch it.
On February the 16th, 2020.
Well, don't worry, nobody did. So you got what you wanted.
23, things got even worse for Power Slap as two congressmen, Bill Pascrell and Don Bacon, announced that they were launching a congressional inquiry into the ethicality of Power Slap. Both have publicly voiced their disdain for the organization for turning the...
All right, again, I'm going to put all of this into slapping. I feel like Power Slap failed for 1 point. You shouldn't get to wind up that hard. Oh, fuck the government, says Labglass. Yeah, exactly. Power Slap should have been allowed to exist if people wanted to watch it. It's incredibly dumb because, again, I feel like that should be a disqualified slap. This crouch, rise, and slap. No. You just get to just standing slap. That's the whole idea, is proving your power with a standing slap. If you've got to put that much of a wind up in it, you're a bitch.
The brutal spectacle into entertainment. Furthermore, in early March, the Florida Athletic Commission has stalled a request to open a slap fighting league pending advice from medical experts. It seems that the rapid expansion of the sport has begun to falter. So, let's address Dana White's claim that boxing is more dangerous than slapping contests. Well, firstly, in boxing you're taught to camouflage your punches so that you can set up a big punch. If a person winds up too much, then the opponent will often be able to identify it as a threat and slip, duck, or even block it. It's therefore a complex skill to land a massive hit with a person's full force behind it, and doesn't happen all that regularly. On the other hand, in slapping competitions you are able to wind up, and the other person just has to brace themselves to take it. As the training improves and people deliver more powerful slaps, things can only get worse. Ultimately, when these guys get knocked out, it's a proper concussion, like one from being hit with a baseball bat. This fact was all too evident at one particular competition held in Poland, named Punchdown 5. Dawid Zalewski faced Artur Walczak in a bitter slapping duel on October the 22nd, 2021, which resulted in Artur suffering a cerebral hemorrhage and unfortunately passing away.
Somebody died doing this? He got slapped to death. What the?
Monumental slap from Zalewski had severely damaged his brain, compelling doctors to put him into a drug-induced coma from which he would never wake up. The second point that leaves slapping as a far more dangerous endeavour than boxing is the variation in rounds across the multitude of organisations. In boxing, the maximum of 12 rounds rule has been somewhat standardised, yet certain slapping federations don't impose stringent limits upon how long a bout can go on for. This obviously leads to more horrific injuries and long-term consequences. In late January of 2023, a man was left with a disfigured face after a brutal 30-minute slapping contest. The bout was held in Romania, where the Romanian MMA promotion organisers allowed the striking.
He's got a permanently meloned face from a slap competition.
To continue for 10 rounds unchecked. Komsa Sorin's face was left completely disfigured and covered in blood after 30 minutes of indefensible slaps from his opponent. It often isn't the fingers that are connecting with the opponent's face, but instead it's the palm which does somewhat emulate a punch. The prolonged periods of unchecked hits is simply a recipe for disaster. The third big problem is...
Wait a minute, hold on. Did I just see a special people slap off?
The prolonged periods of unchecked hits is simply a recipe for...
I did! God damn it, yes! We have a handicap slap league! We need this. We need this. This needs to be a thing regularly. I want to see... I want to see this happening all the time. I just I really want tarded people to slap the shit out of each other. I'm saying it as a tarded person. I won't enter. It wouldn't be fair. But I'd really like a few of these Downsy motherfuckers to slap the shit out of each other. Johnny, your ticket to success. I know, right? We need to make Down Syndrome Slap League. Are you down with DSS? DSL. Are you DSL? Down Syndrome Slap League, DSSL. Oh my God, it's a thing. Down Syndrome Slap League. Midget slap, not a tard. Dude, all right. One of them's clearly a midget. But that dude looks... Dude, I'm sorry. That looks Downsy. That looks Downsy, all right? And it's called Punch Down. Should be called Punch Downs. But it looks... That guy looks Downsy. I'm sorry. That guy looks Downsy. Yeah, that might be a midget. Either way, midget slap fighting just as good. Tiny handprint on the cheek looks like little people, not Downs. Again, it might be little people, but I'm saying Down Syndrome Slap League, Little People Slap League. Either way, it'd be beautiful. We could do both. We could intermix them.
Disaster. The third big problem is the fact that in certain countries, the rules seem to allow a person's entourage to hold them up after receiving a massive hit. This obviously prevents the body's defense mechanism of shutting down or being knocked out from doing exactly what it is there to do, protect the recipient. This can obviously lead to head trauma being repeatedly worsened throughout a bout, contributing to the individual developing CTE. Ultimately, different organisations have adopted a variety of safety measures to try and protect the participants in slap competitions. This has ranged from implementing the compulsory wearing of earplugs and mouth guards to putting spotters in place to stop a person's head hitting the floor once they fall. But this has appeared to have little effect in protecting the slapping individuals or dampening the widespread criticism from the press and leading experts. In spite of all this bad press, the recent months have seen unprecedented growth in the sport, with leagues arising in the UK, Nigeria, Germany and Southeast Asia. Even betting companies such as DraftKings has determined the sport to be safe enough to hold bets on, and is now operating in 9 US states. So what do you guys think? Could this become the new MMA, boasting a global...
Oh, that's the dude? All right. Hope you enjoyed my content. If you want to... Wow. All right. Alex Marsland. Interesting. Slap fight. So there was an interesting thing. Pretty stupid reason for getting brain damage. The whole thing is... God, men are just... stupid, dude. Don't put that out. That's people. People are dumb. Obviously, men are doing it, but I bet there was a woman slap league. Wait, no, hold on. You can't say men are stupid. Men are stupid. Look what we have here. Is this not total bet punch down? We got lady slappers
and adoring fans.
Oh, we won't show the ladies slapping each other. You dick. But yeah, apparently Lady Slap League was a thing too. I don't put that on men. That is on the stupidity of humanity. It is all of us. We all earned that. Why not just wear a small hat style helmet to protect the skull? What do you have in mind? Anyways, we've had an awesome time. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We're going to be back tomorrow. Johnny, I saw the ladies. See, one of them was hot too, right? Anyways, yeah, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We're going to be back tomorrow with another amazing show. Thank you for supporting us. We're all the way funded through tomorrow as well. Everything we make today and tomorrow will go towards Friday's goal. We'll maybe even have that knocked out before we get there. So until then, take care of yourselves. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Game over. Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over. Game over. I'm a 50 terabyte self-evolving neural network double backflip off the high platform. I spent my entire life attending the nation's most
because she just feels talk about this.